Hello, surprise stream. Surprise stream. Pop quiz, but it's a stream. Pop stream. Hello, Alex the Green Bonbon. Hello, Axel. Hello, Neo Nobody. Hello, Sam. Welcome, welcome. Make sure the audio's all good. Let's turn that down a little bit. And we are live. Wafflet and Ernesto, welcome to the stream. We have a very special stream today, a very concerning stream. I'm scared. I'll be honest, I'm scared. I'm scared. Hey Neo, hey Axel. I ain't feeling like my normal self right now, so I'm gonna not talk much. That's alright, Talk as much as you want to, as much as you're comfortable with. As steam fogs up my glasses. Whoa, I feel I'm a sanctuary, like I'm in a sanctuary. Whoa, could that be a Mori reference by chance? Sam? Neo somebody? Neo Sambody? Yeah, tier list, Ernesto. Yes. Ernesto, did you see my YouTube short that you inspired about the order death of the Afton kids? Who wins, prototype or mimic? My opinion, M2. It depends. Is the mimic wearing anything? Like, is it mimic as in like the virus, or mimic as in the physical creature? Because if it's like the physical creature, prototype's killing it. But if it's the virus, I think the mimic virus could pull some sort of bullshit. I could see that. Welcome stream elements to the stream. My greatest achievement. Yes! I mean, no, Ernesto! You have so many other great achievements. Don't let this be your greatest one. 8-ball. Is this gonna take a while? What info would you say is more important, age or height? For what? For what? For lore? If it's for lore, I don't think height really matters. For FNAF lore. Says no. Oh! Blake Kitty, welcome. We getting a lot of people, a lot of new people into the stream today. It's cause it's FNAF, probably. It's cause it's FNAF. Oof. I don't know how much more we should delay. It seems like everybody's getting in. We're all getting comfortable. Get your popcorn, get whatever, and get ready to yell at me at the comments for some shitty opinions. Probably. Oh shit. Probably. Here we go. You guys, check this out. Oh my! Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, ad. Go away. This is what I have today. Can I not? Okay, I can't close that ad. Take a look at this. All of this right here. This whole shebang. Maybe not FNAF World. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but I've never been too familiar with FNAF World. Oh shit, hold on. Trying to catch up on the stream. Stream's delayed. Tier list, woohoo! Yes, Ernesto, yes! Guess my favorite FNAF character, if you can. Could it be MXES by chance? Just to get lucky guess. Lucky guess. Alright. Statue of Liberty Chica gets her own tier. Wait, is Scott Cawthon's here? Scott Cawthon! Scott Cawthon's disembodied head. Where's Liberty Chica? Give me Liberty Chica or give me death. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Me looking for Liberty Chica. Liberty Chica, if she is on here, she's going in S tier. They do not appear to have the AR skins. They only have 3 AR skins. What is this motherfucker right here doing in here? This isn't. Oh no, he is a FNAF character. I was getting him confused with somebody else. Where's Liberty Chica? 0 out of 10. No. Terrible tier list. No Liberty Chica. At least I can't see her. Who do you think is older, Michael Afton or Mike Schmidt? I have a theory that Michael Afton in the movie is Garrett, so I'd say Mike Schmidt. Imagine that plot twist reveal. Imagine that Michael Afton in the movie is Mike Schmidt. Is Garrett, is the missing kid. Because he got kidnapped. We never see him die. We never saw him die. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. My favorite character is Old Man Consequences. No joke. I like Old Man Consequences. I think he's like just mysterious enough to where I think it works. Very, very deep. Alright, let's start. But I'm talking about Game Mike and Michael. I think they're the same person in the games. That's my hot take. Is there a William Afton on here? There's William Afton. Okay, no, yeah, there is the Afton family here. My favorite character is good old Willie Afton. Willie Afton is a good character. Good, solid character. First off, Freddy freaking Fazbear. Freddy fucking Fazbear. Can y'all hear me? With like... Okay, yes, y'all can hear me. I will cry if you don't put DJ Music Man in S. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna rank them yet. I don't have like a preconceived thing for this. Here we go. Freddy Fazbear. He's iconic. But in all honesty, I think he is iconic. I think his iconicness is also to his detriment. Because who looks at Freddy and thinks, man, that's scary? He used to be scary, but he is such a meme now, and he is such the face of everything, to where it feels like he is very much lost that what made him scary in the first place. So I'm gonna say A tier. Solid, nothing like iconic and solid, but some of the iconicness sort of goes in B. I could see B as well. I could see B. The only reason I wouldn't put him in B is because he is the face of so much. Like, literally, the Fazbear Entertainment logo is just the Freddy head. Well, I don't know. Should iconicness even be considered? I don't know. I think A tier is fine. Wait, what credentials are you using to rate them? Bias and objectivity. Working together simultaneously. Just my own opinions, I guess. My own opinions, and then if I don't have opinions, just like objectivityness. Frederick Fazbear, yes sir. What was that game? Sam, what was that game we played on what was it, on Roblox? I forgot what it was called. Was it Fried Rice at Freddy's? Frederick Fazbear. I forgot what it was called. Bonnie. Moving on to Bonnie. Bonnie. I don't want to put them all in A tier, but I don't think Bonnie deserves especially higher. Maybe B tier. I kind of feel like the rest of the originals go in B tier. Freddy's like the most iconic. The rest of them are also pretty iconic, but not really as much. And in the grand scheme of things, what are you trying to tell me, YouTube algorithm? That I have bad teeth? I don't give a shit about your fucking Sensodyne. Okay. Sorry about that. Bonnie is goated. Yeah, but like, I think for fairness, what if we bring these guys? What if we bring them all down a tier? I don't know. I feel like the rest of them would go B tier because honestly, they are iconic. But on the other hand, they're the most basic. Like B for basic. That's like the default of them. And then the rest of them have like all these cooler, more unique spins on them. So I have bad teeth. Oh, maybe that was for you, Ernesto. Golden Freddy. Hot take. Hot take. B tier. B tier. Not only is the mystery and lore behind Golden Freddy in the first game a straight up retcon, because if you put fucking 1987 in the 420 menu, then you get the Golden Freddy jump scare, which was implying that the Golden Freddy bite was the bite of 87, but Scott very clearly changed that, so his little Easter egg thing in the fucking 420 mode menu is kind of useless at this point. And honestly, I think there has been better Golden Freddy designs. I feel like the withered Golden Freddy is more iconic than this Golden Freddy. In all honesty, I'm gonna say B tier with the rest of them. I think the FNAF 1 animatronic Foxy is the most unique and interesting. I could see that. I could definitely see that. The rest of them do feel like sort of reskins of each other. I'll put Foxy ahead of the rest of them. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Wow, Foxy not in S tier? Shocking. Damn. Bonnie deserves S tier mostly because when he was the first character to give Scott nightmares, I understand that and I get that. But also, like, I don't... That's Scott. That's not me. That's Scott. That's Scott. Scott can rank Bonnie higher in his own tier list. I'll put Foxy in A, right beside Freddy. I think that's fair. I think that's better. I think that's definitely better. Ultimate Custom Night Golden Freddy is better. Is Ultimate Custom Night Golden Freddy a separate character on here, I wonder? There's the Vengeful... Yes, he is right there. Okay, cool. So we'll write that later. Phone Guy. Phone Guy is iconic. Phone Guy, pretty damn iconic. You got Scott Cawthon's voice. Phone Guy did return in Into the Pit, but let's be honest, that wasn't as good. It wasn't Scott's voice. Come on, Scott could have made could have done that. Like, I think the fact that it wasn't Scott's voice in Into the Pit really diminished that Easter egg, in my opinion. It didn't really hit the same here in Phone Guy then compared to FNAF 1. I also really like FNAF 1 Phone Guy because I really liked the Week Before book. I really liked the Week Before book where you hear more about Phone Guy and a bit of lore you probably don't know about Phone Guy if you don't know the more older, newer games, is that his name is Ralph. His name is Ralph. He has a daughter who he was taking care of, and he's like the only parent. And also he used to work for Murray's Costume Manor before leaving to go to Fazbear's. He was one of the Costume Manor employees that got poached by William. Scott gave himself nightmares. Yeah, for Bonnie. Bonnie gave him a nightmare. How'd Scott find Bonnie scary? Bonnie's not really that scary. Unless if you're like a kid and seeing these animatronics for the first time. At this point, all of these characters are too iconic to be scary. But Phone Guy, going in A tier. It may seem dumb because he's just a voice, but I kind of like that. I've always been a fan of limitations, and how that can bring more creativity. And technically speaking, Phone Guy is the most characterized or developed character, because he's the only human character who we hear dialogue of, allowing us to get a better idea of his personality. And at the end of the day, I do really prefer the human characters in FNAF over the animatronic characters. Is that what inspired FNAF 4? Maybe. I think FNAF 4 was also inspired by just the fact that people didn't find FNAF 3 scary, and so he just really tried to make FNAF 4 scary. But yes, I really like Phone Guy. Really like Phone Guy. And I like that Scott came back and added extra lore to him after the fact. Cupcake. Cupcake, honestly, fun joke. Other than that, I think it was a little overused in the first FNAF movie. Could have been like less, I don't know. Cupcake's a cool character, but there's nothing scary about the cupcake. It's just a little funny Easter egg. And that's sort of it. Nothing more. I don't know if I should put a little Easter egg in C tier, but D tier makes it sound almost like demeaning. So I'm gonna say C tier for now. I'm gonna say C tier. Animatronics do get a bit quirky at night. Welcome, Andrew. Welcome. Andrew, whoa! It's like Andrew from FNAF. From Fazbear Frights. I completely ignored lore that made sense. Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, speaking of Andrew, I've been listening to the audiobooks of Fazbear Frights recently, so I can do a ranking video on that eventually. Indo's cool. Not really a character though, just like what they all have under their shits. So, I don't know. Cool concept, C tier. Nothing really too special about it other than just it's what's behind the suits. We finished FNAF 1. Before we move on to FNAF 2, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some more coffee, so I'll be right back.
Mic off.
I'm back. Welcome. FNAF 4 is his great work. Bro, he made me try. Wait, what are y'all talking bad about me? What? Wait a minute. He completely ignored lore that made sense. Scott focused too much on making FNAF 4 scary, he ignored lore that made sense. Neo being addicted to coffee, as always. Yes! He made me try this concentrated shot of, like, espresso extract once. It was disgusting. I don't know how he does it. Hey! That's how we filmed Clancy. That's how we filmed the dick rip scene in Clancy, where I rip a fake dick off of an actor, for one of the kills. And it was like 2 a.m. and I was taking shots of like this caffeine extract espresso shit. You're supposed to like add it to drinks, add like very little to drinks, but I'll just like take it like a shot. FNAF 2. I'm gonna be honest about FNAF 2. I really liked FNAF 2. I used to really love FNAF 2. It used to be my favorite game. And then the FNAF 2 movie came out. And I gotta admit, as much as I hate to admit it, it really diminished my thoughts on FNAF 2. I think it really took away the nostalgia and like the love I had for FNAF 2. because then you saw it happen like in the theaters, and I'm like, damn, this is kind of shit. Play Shine again? Play what? Wait, what is Shine? Play Shine again. Also, Gary the Mustache. Is that a Wilford Wolfstache reference? Is it? Toy Freddy, Toy Freddy. Honestly, I don't even consider Toy Freddy to be like the main one of the toys. I feel like Toy Bonnie is more iconic than Toy Freddy, in all honesty. Toy Freddy, C tier. You know what? Having Toy Freddy with Cupcake, that's kind of weird. That is kind of weird. Cupcake just being like a prop essentially. I'm gonna take that down a notch. I'm gonna take that down. Toy Bonnie. I do like Toy Bonnie a lot better. Toy Bonnie. Is he a she? Is he a he? Who knows? Is he a Matt Pat? I think so. B tier. I really like Toy Bonnie. I don't know about A tier. I don't know. I feel like I don't know why I even have this idea, but I just feel like Toy Bonnie is like the main toy. When I think of the toy animatronics, I think of Toy Bonnie. Just separate the movie from the games. I try. I really do try. I really do try. The second FNAF game is still my favorite. Hell, Withered Bonnie is my go-to character after all these years. I used to love Withered Bonnie as a kid. As a kid, that was my favorite animatronic. But also as a kid, I didn't really know as much about the FNAF lore, and I wasn't like super into it like I am now. So that has since sort of changed, but I will always have Withered Bonnie will always have a special place in my heart for being most nostalgic to me. But we'll get there when we get there. Right now, Toy Chica. Right now, Toy Chica. You know what I'm thinking for Toy Chica, man. You know what I'm thinking for. S tier. S tier. S for. I'm sorry. There's I have a younger audience than I maybe I should not do that. Wait, what the? You're being demoted. Wait, what the fuck? I didn't even know you could do this. Wait. S plus add row above. That's what I meant to. No, wait, what? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Do you know Weezer? Who? Toy Chica Simp Spotted. My least favorite FNAF game is FNAF 2, but the design of them is good. Yeah, the design of them is good. The design of them is good. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, looks like just Buddy Holly. I do know Buddy Holly. Toy Chica Simp Spotted. Nah, no. She gets her own tier. Toy Chica tier. Yeah. Let's go. I'm just kidding. Right next to Toy Bonnie. Oh my god. Don't hit me with that Omori music like that. YouTube video. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, the memories. Oh, this makes me feel like I need to act serious now. I fucking love Omori music. Can y'all hear it good? Can y'all hear my voice good? Yes, y'all can. My face cam isn't really. Roxy or Toy Chica? We'll get there when we get there. The Sans main. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I fucking love the Omori's music. I love Undertale music too. Undertale music is just really good in general. But like Omori music has like the extra emotional memories tied with it too. Oh man. Mangle. Mangle, I forgot about Mangle. Mangle's really cool. Mangle's a really cool concept. This was the first time Scott really did a animatronic that was beyond normal, if that makes sense. That was really just as a whole not family friendly. I would say Mangle's A tier. I like Mangle. The same ways like Foxy's really cool and unique. I think Mangle does the same thing. They can be right next to each other. Balloon Boy, fuck that bitch. Puppet. Puppet. I really like Puppet. And also lore-wise, there's a lot of lore about the Puppet. Puppet is iconic. Have y'all heard this theory? I kind of believe it. I kind of am on board with it. But it's a theory that pretty much, not real name, not at all. She said in one of her videos, that the puppet was originally going to be the crying child, and in the box was actually like a puppet box all along. But Scott changed it because Scott's weird and whatnot. Neither for me. Maybe a bird. But that robot's got gears and gizmos to rip me in half. Exactly! I'm just kidding. And well, Roxanne Wolf, she's a wolf. She'll eat me. Run! Puppet. I kind of want to say S tier. I'm thinking S tier. Let's do S tier. Withered Freddy. Withered Freddy is just like Freddy, but less iconic, but also slightly less iconic, but slightly more cool, is how I feel Withered Freddy is. I really like the Withereds. The Withereds, like, get what was good about the original animatronics and expands on them, in my opinion. Withered Bonnie. S tier. S tier. Got that bias. I gotta put Withered Bonnie in S tier in honor of little kid Neo. S tier valid for Marionette, yes. I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way. Except for movie, I don't know. None of this counts for the characters in the movies. Don't fuck off. The movie can fuck off. The movie was sucking. I'm hoping in 10 years time, 20 years time, Scott Cawthon, hire me to make the fucking Secret of the Mimic movie. I swear I could do it good. You should listen to Shine Again by Weezer. It's a good song. I should not while the stream is on, because that's copyrighted. But yes, I should. Yes, but thou hot so, huh? Are you calling Withered Bonnie hot? Told Withered Chica. That's the real hot one here. Real cutie pie right there. Just look at that big old mouth. I wonder what you could. Never mind. A tier. I don't. Actually, Withered Freddy doesn't really do much different. Actually, I'd put Withered Freddy in B tier. I feel like, but Withered Chica can go in A tier. I guess that's my stance. That's my stance on it. Withered Freddy is the reason why merch companies keep putting top teeth on FNAF 1 Freddy. Oh, shit. I see that. I could see that. With hope crossed on our hearts. Yes. Deltarune is peak. It is indeed. Deltarune next week. Withered Foxy. Withered Foxy, same with Withered Freddy, doesn't really do too much different to be worth it, I feel like. Golden Freddy. I think this is honestly the superior Golden Freddy design right here. I'm gonna put Golden Freddy in A tier. I've never been like completely in love with Golden Freddy, like a lot of the internet seems to be, but I say solid A tier still. Maybe more than, I'd say more than them, because there's still the lore importance there. Ruby Knight! Rudy Knight! Rudy Knight. Yes, Rudy Knight. Ah, yes, Withered Chica, the literal walking cross. The power of Jesus! This was really Scott Cawthon trying to add subliminal messaging into his lore. Subliminal Christian messaging. I'm gonna turn down the music just a little bit. Calling it Rudy Knight. That's good. I think that's a good amount. Little bit lower, just a little bit lower. Oh, shadow animatronics. Shadow animatronics are a cool concept, but we never got anything out of it, really. They're a cool concept, but like nothing. It's just the same thing over again, in all honesty. And then, what about? Why does Withered Freddy have 2 ears? I thought Withered Freddy only has whatever. Shadow Bonnie. They can just go right there, honestly. I don't think they had potential to be something cool and scary, but there wasn't really anything to them in the end. Yeah. Indo. Same as the other Indo, honestly. Same thing. Why is Toy Freddy's in C tier all alone as the only toy in C tier? Rudy is the Roaring Knight. Yes. Their names start with R's. Put this motherfucker in F tier. Why is this person? Why is she still here? Paper plates. It's fucking paper plates. What do you want me to D for prop? I'm sure Shadow Bonnie was supposed to be a future reference to Springtrap, but not sure how true that still stands. I mean, if they wanted to make Springtrap be a toy animatronic, maybe. But that was weird that one of them's a toy and the other's Freddy. I saw one theory about how it's like they're Springlock victims and their souls are haunting this place, but I don't know. I guess the FNAF movie 2 did show that the toys could be Springlocks. Something to think about, Dead Child, yes. Where do we rank Dead Child in tier list? Nameless Dead Child. Are we to assume that this is a dead child of the MCI? If so, honestly, I'll put him in B tier. B tier because they do give, although it's just a couple pixels, there is the lore there, and these little the dead kids are iconic in FNAF, after all. And honestly, a lot of the times, I'm not ranking just off of character design, but just over story importance and how much I like them in the story, or like their characterization, if they have any. And so, although this is a very simple, sort of dumb design, it was very lore impactful. And so, if this is our column sort of representing the MCI in a sense, since we don't see the MCI anywhere here necessarily. Crying Child is like the main kid, so maybe A tier. This isn't the Crying Child though. This is just a dead kid. The Amazing Digital Circus Finn tomorrow? Yes. Why do you think I'm streaming this on a Thursday and not a Friday? Because I am not gonna be streaming Friday. I'm gonna be watching The Amazing Digital Circus. William Afton. Obviously, William Afton is in F tier. Fuck that guy. Literally, we wanna, the whole fandom wants to fuck him. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. S tier. S tier. Above everyone else. I know he doesn't really have much characterization, and when he does, sometimes it's not the best, but it's fucking William Afton. He's goddamn iconic. Everyone knows William Afton. Everyone knows him. And everyone knows he always comes back. So, yeah. He sort of, the way I've seen, based off his actions and like the timeline, and my interpretation of all that, To me, he strikes me as like a Freddy Fat. He strikes me as like a if Chuck E. Cheese owner. If the Chuck E. Cheese owner was like Frankenstein, is how I imagine him. So I'm putting him in S plus plus maybe. Honestly, S plus plus. S plus plus. The internet still somehow finding murders to be hot. I've only just watched all of the Amazing Jewel Circus like 2 days ago, and now I've been watching waiting for the finale to come out. Yes, it's actually really good. Don't let the fandom turn you down. It is very well written. I love how it is actually character-centric, character-focused, and not about just random adventures. Like it sort of is at the beginning, but then it gets really character-heavy, really fast at the end, and I love that. Shit. I mean, I'm paranoid about the music and then my voice if like one's too loud. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Let me know if y'all think I need to turn down the music a bit. I'll turn it down just like a little tiny whiny tad. How about that? How about that? Let me know if that's too whatchamacallit. Rank Neo nobody. Average awesome! Welcome! Average awesome. A tier. No, average awesome. I'd put you average awesome. You go in SS plus tier. That's where you go. Average awesome. SS plus. Average awesome. Have you seen your voice roll? It's finished and edited. Have you seen it? I think the music is fine. Music in what? Oh, in like the Amazing Digital Circus. Turn it up. Oh, okay. Turn it up. This is also oh, this one right here. I love this one in Omori. Let me see. Let me wait a little second and then see how the audio is there. That's a pretty good amount. Average awesome! Thank you for the roses! Average awesome, thank you so much! Thank you so much. You know, nobody is essential to modern lore. I don't know about that. I feel like I like to come in with a different perspective. There's a lot of theorists out there who just focus on theories. I kind of want to focus more on storytelling. The storytelling of it, more or less. Average awesome, thank you so much. Maybe. Maybe. I hate when people don't like things because the fandom's bad. Yeah, don't let fandoms wear you off of shit. I think FNAF Security Breach OST is better for the live. Yeah, but I just chose this instead. Sam, thank you. I don't know what that is, the 30 jewels, but thank you. I don't know what that does, but that's really cool. Thank you so much. There's a 6-7 option. Why is that a thing? What is this? What's happening? Thank you so much, Sam, and Average Awesome. Y'all are both the goats. FNAF 3. I really hope they don't fuck up the FNAF movie 3. I have high hopes for it. I feel like Scott learns from his mistakes, and I see that he's hired other writers, so I'm excited for it. What? The Sans main? It was free for a limited time. Oh, I have no idea what it does, but thank y'all so much. The Sans main, thank you too. Thank you. You have a I forgot his name, Gangle profile picture too. I like Gangle. Gangle's cool. I like when Gangle gets the was it the Tommy gun? That was really cool. Yo, thank y'all. Phone Guy's a cool spin on Phone Dude. I like Phone Guy. and I hope someday we may get more more lore about him. Um, just like we have with Phone Guy, and I think it was a cool, funny way to put a spin on Phone Guy. I feel like at the time, put him in B tier, over the Shadows. Yeah, it was free for. It's normally like $1. Tommy Gun scene is epic. Episode is in episode 4. Yeah, episode 6. Fuck. Yes, I love episode 6. I really liked episode 6. They all get guns. You should give everyone's guns, and what do you get? Character development. I think my favorite part in the show is when they open the Chinese room and the guy says, "Oh, thank God it runs out." Yeah. I like the humor. I really like the humor. Oh, thank God. Fucking. Yeah, and then by the end, it was just like all fake. Springtrap, obvious S tier. S tier. S plus plus or S tier? I think S plus plus. I think S plus plus. Springtrap is some of the best irony we've had in full circle irony shit we've had in FNAF. And he's also iconic and nostalgic. There's so many awesome, amazing things about Springtrap. The only thing, I think it's really saying something that whenever there was going to be the Dead by Daylight collab, everybody was hoping for Springtrap instead of Freddy. I think that's really saying something, really saying how great of a character you have on your hands there. Gingle's Peak, and how do you people find Jax hot? I got a spoiler from the finale, unfortunately. I'm so sorry, Sam. Please do not say it. Please do not say it. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to the finale, because the way I see it, it's like this is the end to something that was like gonna be fucking internet history with how iconic it was and how much it did, how impactful it was for the indie animation scene is crazy. That's gonna be crazy. I actually just sent in like a practice audio thing, an audition as well. I guess what they're called, an audition for an indie thing, for an indie show, like a 3D. What do you call it? 3D model? 3D, not modeled. 3D animated, indie show. They're looking for voice actors, and I submitted my audition. So we'll see whether or not I end up becoming a voice actor for an indie show. We'll see. I watched it in theaters. Oh, you did? I was too scared, cause I felt like fucking all these dumbass kids are gonna ruin the experience with what little fucking etiquette that they have. Can't shut the fuck up during a movie. That would piss me off so much. That would ruin it for me. So I could not watch it in theaters, unfortunately. Phantom Freddy. Cool concept. I think it serves its purpose, but its purpose didn't need to do much, honestly. I'd say C tier. It did what it needed to do. Solid character, but overall didn't amount to much. Watched it twice. Hell yeah. Springtrap. I always come back. Chucky. Hey, that's my line. Fuck ass YouTube thumbnails. Oh, it was a YouTube thumbnail? Damn it, boy. Damn it. I got to see the finale in theaters. Hell yeah. I hope y'all's experience wasn't horrible. I hear fucking Jin Alpha doesn't know what the fuck manners are anymore, so hope y'all didn't have too bad of an experience. I'm gonna get some more coffee real quick. It'll take 1 second. I'll be right back.
Mic off.
My God. Jarvis, stroke a little. The ages of the characters, is that canon? I don't want to know. Actually, don't answer that. Weezer, yes indeed. Gray the mustache. Chica looks like a watermelon. I don't like Chica. I don't like Phantom Chica. D tier. D for watermelon, because that's how you spell watermelon. Foxy. I think Foxy's actually really creepy, because whenever you see Foxy, there's not like a loud jump scare noise. He's just like there in the room with you. And I think that's the creepiest, honestly. It's like, you have Withered Foxy, which wasn't much of a design change from normal Foxy. But then you fucking give him a bit more of like a phantominess, and I think that's the little addition that Withered Foxy needed to really make him stand out. So I like Phantom Foxy, so I'll put him higher up there, like right there. Creator confirmed it. Too bad I'm gonna answer. Damn. Phantom Mangle. Phantom Mangle. Fuck Phantom Mangle. That motherfucker's annoying as shit. Wait, doesn't Phantom Mangle make the... I don't know. Phantom Mangle with Chica. Phantom... Fuck Balloon Boy. Puppet. Phantom Puppet. Phantom Puppet isn't even the real puppet. There you can see the real puppet. There's a rare chance you can see the real puppet in FNAF 3. Phantom Puppet's not even the real puppet. C tier. Phantom Cupcake, why do you exist? D tier. Why is there a Phantom Cupcake? Who in the world would have thunk Phantom Cupcake? That's what we need. That's what we need. All the Phantoms are annoying, to be honest. Yeah, but I think they serve a purpose. I think if it was only you in Springtrap, it would get too boring, I feel like. Balloon Boy was my favorite character as a kid. I hate Balloon Boy. It's not that, I don't like him. I think he's really annoying. And yeah. He is my scapegoat. Fuck Balloon Boy. Anyways, the Crying Child. Like I said earlier, I really like the human characters a lot more than I like the normal, then I like the animatronic characters, because the human characters you can actually look, like, feel, like, more depth and stuff. I feel like Crying Child represents something very, very tied to early FNAF. That feeling you get whenever you're going outside at 3 AM to go take a piss or get a drink of water, but you're scared that Golden Freddy may be at your door. I think the Crying Child represents all of us as a kid in that sense. I feel like I've always sort of associated him with that fear. I love how he's still really shrouded in mystery to this day, but even with that, his like standalone FNAF 4 story and the tragedy of that, I really like. I think a lot of the lore surrounding the Crying Child is some of the more important and mysterious lore, even to this day, with how he may connect to either David Murray or Gregory. We don't fucking know, but I think that also adds so much more to his character. So I'm gonna say S tier. I'm saying S tier. Neo prefers humans over the animatronics. Hot take, I know. I prefer character development over just random wacky designs. Alright, now the nightmares. Nightmare, Freddles. What the fuck? What was the, what? Should I rank a Nightmare Freddy with the Freddles? Do you think his name is Dave, or? I don't know. I'm not convinced necessarily. Because the thing is about that, right, is that Dave, I'm not necessarily worried about whether his name is Dave, but more so what it would imply if his name is actually Dave, because Dave is short for David, and if there's a David Murray, and then you have a Crying Child whose name is David Afton, and David Afton should be roughly the same age and a little bit more so after David Murray went missing. We don't know whether or not he actually died. We never see a body. it gives me some thoughts that maybe this is actually David Murray and he's been kidnapped, especially because we see William Afton kidnapping Garrett in the FNAF movie. So maybe this is David Murray. And so, maybe. Michael has barely any character development. Michael has the most character development in the entire franchise, dog. I wouldn't say the most in the entire franchise. Secret of the Mimic gave us a shit ton for Edwin and Fiona. But I would say Michael Afton has quite a lot of development, if you're able to consider certain theories as fact, which at this point we probably, it's safe to say, I feel like. Anyways, Nightmare Freddy. Nightmare Freddy, cool, but not really like the standard for Nightmare in my opinion. Sort of like the most basic Nightmare, if that makes sense. He looks the most normal out of all the Nightmares. I'll give him, I like the Nightmares though. I really like the Nightmares. I'll give him A tier. Is that too, I think that's a bit too far. B tier. But over them. Yeah. Freddles, put the Freddles right next to Fredbear, I feel like. What they don't have with originality, they have with uniqueness, I feel like. And so that sort of evens out there, I could see. As for Nightmare Bonnie feels like the default Nightmare, if that makes sense. Like Nightmare Bonnie was made and then the rest of them were made after, if that makes sense. Nightmare and Bonnie and Nightmare Chica feel pretty damn similar. I'd put Nightmare Bonnie in A tier. I know that's like over the top and trying to be too scary or whatever, some could argue, but I don't mind that. I like that. I think Postra said it best in his video he just uploaded recently. In that I think they less so represent the uncanniness of like Chuck E. Cheese animatronics and more so represent the fuck you're imagining you're gonna see when you go out into your hallway at, you know, fucking 3 a.m. or whatever as a kid. He went from killing his brother on accident and carried that guilt, tried to help his dad, bring him back until he realized his dad was killing children. Yeah, more or less, yeah. And then he came back 30 years later to end it all with Henry. I definitely think he has a lot of development. It's hard to say, like, there was definitely a redemption arc in there. It's hard to say whether how far along he was to following with his father, and those specifics get a little blurry, I feel like. I've got to go. Alright, Gary the Moustache, I hope you enjoyed your stay. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Nightmare Foxy. Nightmare Foxy, for me, goes in S tier. Nightmare Foxy, in some of the teasers, had a tongue, and you know, what that tongue do? What that tongue do? Okay, Nightmare Foxy is like Withered Bonnie for me. That was another one of my like fucking childhood favorites. These two were like my major childhood favorites, Nightmare Foxy and Withered Bonnie. And so in honor of my younger self, I gotta put Nightmare Foxy in S tier. I remember I would have days in 2nd grade specifically. Yo, what's up? Tater, welcome to the stream. I must leave. Good night. Good night, the Sans Main. Thank you so much for the 30 jewels again. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Have a great night. I remember vividly in 2nd grade, me and some other kid, we were like sitting at a table, and then with like 2 other girls, and we would scare them because we would like make up stories about how we were Foxy and Nightmare Foxy, and we would go hunt people at night. It was stupid. It was stupid, but it was so fucking funny looking back, and it was funny because we just scared a bunch of random chicks in our class. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the stream. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Stream elements. We will live on. That is true, the Sans Main. That is true. I've been writing the script for certain scenes in Clancy Uncovered recently, and that line may or may not make a return with a new spin on its meaning. Eddie Schmidt. Who? Nightmare Fredbear? Fucking iconic, dude. S tier. Same thing with Nightmare, I feel like. They're both fucking iconic. That's like up there with like Springtrap in terms of iconic. Nightmare Fredbear is literally a fucking boss in the game. Like a fucking final boss, I feel like. Yeah, I really like Nightmare Fredbear. I got a nightmare from Nightmare Fredbear, and I was parkouring S for me. You got what? You got Nightmare from Nightmare Fredbear. I'm confused. Plush Trap. Plush Trap usually I don't think would be that high for me. I think Plush Trap is weird and sort of has weird lore implications as a concept. But I've been listening to that Fazbear Frights audiobooks, and what is it called? Out of Stock, with the Nightmare, with the Out of Stock story featuring Plush Trap is really great. I fucking love that story. That's a great story. And so I want to put actually Plush Trap in A tier, believe it or not, because I actually really liked how they utilized Plush Trap in Out of Stock, that Fazbear Fright story. Back in first grade, my friend and I would make the puppet out of paper. Fuck yeah. Eddie Schmidt is the main character in my own FNAF fic, Five Nights at Doggies. At whose? Doggies. Is it like Bub the Dog with Secret of the Mimic? That's cool. Nightmare Cupcake is fucking hilarious. C tier. C for Cupcake. I don't know. What the fuck? What the fuck is this Cupcake's deal? Why he looks so mad? Jack O'Bonney. I don't know. Kind of just feels like a Halloween reskin, and that's it. Honestly, B or C. B or C. B or C for the Jacko animatronics. They're still nightmares at the end of the day, so they're not bad. Four Nights at Clancy's, yes! Four Nights at Clancy's from hit movie Clancy the Clown. Same thing with Chica. I'll put right there. Why is this a thing? Why is the pumpkin green? Why is the pumpkin green? Let's put pumpkin. Let's put them right there with their melon companion. How do you feel about Secret of the Mimic? For me, it's the best duel game. I really loved it. At first, it took me. I was like sort of confused. Like I didn't really know what to think of it. But now that I've been with it for a bit and let it process for a year, I really like it. I think they've improved so much. It's by far the best modern FNAF. I think so. I think objectively, any bias aside, it is definitely the best modern FNAF. Yeah, actually, Donkey the Dog was me imagined version of Bub. Fuck yeah, after Bub was rejected by Fazbear Entertainment. I wonder if they're gonna do anything else with Bub, honestly. I wonder. Nightmare Mangle. I feel like Nightmare Mangle had so much more opportunity. Look at what they did with Nightmarionette with all the tentacles and crazy bullshit. And then fucking Nightmare Mangle is just like a reskin of Foxy. I feel like that's missed opportunity right there. I feel like that's like D for completely missed opportunity. Or maybe C. C, next to the Cupcake. Secret of the Mimic is without a doubt underrated. For sure. Nightmare Balloon Boy. Want me to put the mask on? Balloon Boy. Nightmare Balloon Boy is fucking horrifying and hilarious. The only Balloon Boy I actually really like. Let's put my boy in B tier. He did not get a Fazbear Fright story centered around him, but I'll still accept him. Right here. Right there. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair spot. I think that's a fair spot right there. Jesus Christ, look at all that. Don't worry, it's about to get a lot shorter because you'll see what I'm gonna do with the FNAF World characters in a second. But Nightmarion. Nightmarion is very weird because Nightmarion, despite not being canon in their first appearance, has had a lot of references recently, and I made a whole theory about like what the fuck is up with Nightmarion or Nightmarionette, whichever one it's called. But when you have theories, when it's going as crazy as you have theories of Nightmarion, going as far as to from it representing the mimic versus it representing like a literal incarnation of death itself, that's fucking insane. That is crazy. I really like Nightmarion. SS plus tier for Nightmarion. Nightmarion's awesome. He also had all his workers walk out on him too. Just like the Clancy's Clown Rental IRL, not for real. I feel like it was kind of based on a true story because there was a guy with a warehouse and of old robots that got blown up in 2010. Whoa! Just like Clancy's Clown Rental. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. He gonna call Psychic Friend Fredbear. This isn't gonna count as Psychic Friend Fredbear to me because we have this right here. Now this right here will be our Psychic Friend Fredbear because they apparently weren't in FNAF 4. For some we're not including them there for some reason in that game instead. Just like the Clancy's Clown Rental IRL, yes. Clancy's Clown Rental, where we shot those outside locations that shit burnt down. See, here's what we're gonna do. I don't know much about FNAF World, and I don't really remember too much. I do know, like, stuff like this is like the final boss and shit. Fucking Scott Cawthon is the final boss. And I've had my fair share of theories in the past. I've had my fair share of theories about, this possibly being another game from this being the game from the in-universe dev. And if so, that's crazy and that's awesome. But, and it would explain the whole... Here's my thing, though. Here's my theory about FNAF World. Here's my theory. In FNAF World, you have a character, Deskman, who seems to be a self-insert of Scott Cawthon, but at the end he dies by Baby, and it's a little tease towards Baby. And it doesn't really make sense because it's like a tease to FNAF 5, but it's also not because it's a little meta. But if we know that a Scott Cawthon lookalike created the in-universe games for Steelwool, or for like, for the Help Wanted lore, then I could see FNAF World being an in-universe game. I could definitely see FNAF World being an in-universe game. Especially with the whole Scott Cawthon lookalike ordeal, right? Am I the only one who thinks that? Am I just weird? Am I just crazy? On what pad? I plan to remake it because it was made with AI. Come on, Ernesto! Ernesto, what are you doing, man? Come, we can't have none of that. We can't have none of that. Shame, shame. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put FNAF World. And we're just gonna put all these motherfuckers in here. Because I really don't think, even if the ones that I do know, they're so different from everything else, lore-wise, I think they should just have their own shits. Even the disembodied Scott Cawthon head, which is hilarious. And William Afton, yes, yes. I don't even know what the fuck this cat's about. I don't know what the fuck the cat is about right here. I know what this one's about. I know what that's about. These I don't fucking know. Except for Old Man Consequences. Except for Old Man Consequences is different because he's also in Ultimate Custom Night as well, so. But like I said, I plan to remake the story without AI. I'm sorry, Neo, I'm a failure. It's okay, Ernesto. Just don't do it again. Old Man Consequences heartbreak emoji. I play on Xbox, so I have never played FNAF World. I've only played FNAF World like once or twice, I think, and I think it was on a school computer. Old Man Consequences, own tier, his own tier. I don't know. I like Old Man Consequences, but at the end of the day, he is shrouded in mystery, and he is a cool little alligator boy, and I think he has lots of lore, and Game Theory said he may be Edwin Murray, which I think is kind of dumb. But maybe. I don't trust Modern Game Theory for any of their theories. I don't watch Modern Game Theory anymore. Even if it's a FNAF theory, I don't watch that shit. Nothing against Tom, the host, but I just don't. They've gone so corporate, it feels so soulless at this point. I can't. They feel like an AI wearing MatPat as a skin suit is what they feel like. I'll put this one in B tier because I really like the lore behind it. Right next to the MCI with their lore, I feel like that's fair. I think that's a fair spot. I have never played FNAF World on my old laptop. Or you have played it? Cool. I saw that it has the Into the Pit game, but I've never really gotten into it much. I have played the Into the Pit game. I liked it. I thought it was really solid. I'm just such a Steel Wool lore guy. I'm such a big fan of like the Steel Wool games specifically, and the direction they're taking the lore. So I tend to forget about Into the Pit, in all honesty. B tier of Old Man Consequences is fair. Yeah, I like the lore implications, but at the end of the day, there's only so much you can do with an 8-bit character. I say that with the Crying Child being S tier. It's the Crying Child. He's iconic. Anyways, Fred Bear. What the fuck? Oh god, please don't erase all my Yay! Okay. My progress did not go to waste. Fred Bear. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Who you gonna call? Second friend, Fred Bear. A tier. I like him. A tier. He's mysterious. He's a flower. Flower! Just like Jacob from Clancy the Clown. Nobody gets that reference because Clancy Uncovered's not out yet. I think Old Man. I really like Psychic Friend Fredbear. He has a certain mysteriousness to him. I've always felt like. I'll put him next to normal Golden Freddy. I think so. Next to normal Golden Freddy. Alright, now we got some other Afton family members moving on to sister location. I guess moving on to sister location. Let me get more coffee. I'll be right back.
Mic off. Mic on.
Jarvis, mic off.
Mic off.
Jarvis, stroke a little. Ballora S tier cause she bad. Not for real. Hey, you know a little thing about Ballora? Ballora is has a lot of connections to Fiona Murray. But a lot of people originally thought that Fiona would have a lot of connections to Mrs. Afton. I'm just saying, Afton affair theory. Afton affair theory. I'm calling it. Afton fucked Fiona, and that's how David was born. And that's that. And then the crying child is just David, and he like got his kid back. Just kidnapped his kid. That's what I'm saying. I'm just kidding. Maybe I shouldn't be a FNAF theorist after all. Are the security guards that hang themselves on this list? I think there's someone hanging there. No, they are not. The security guard, the engineers that hang themselves. Yeah, Gibby, T. Deers. T. Deers. That's my favorite FNAF theorist, T. Deers. Or others do the theories better than new game theory. Yeah. T-Dreads will point out, like, a shit ton of information that I would like have no idea to connect. But then he never really comes. I don't feel like he normally comes to like a complete conclusion. I feel like he's always more focused on like gathering the evidence. Gibby, I don't know. I don't watch Gibby. Whatchamacallit? I watch a bit of Bronze films just because like we've talked a bit and he's really cool, really nice guy. And I would say I watched John FNAF, but John FNAF doesn't barely upload anymore. Rytoast! I love Rytoast. I like Rytoast videos. Sometimes he can like milk the franchise a little bit, but he has like fucking 2 kids to feed. Like that dude's a family man. He needs to get the bills paid. I can respect the hustle there. You know, he got bills to be paid. He's got a family to take care of. He's allowed to milk it a bit, I feel like. But I like Rytoast. I've watched. I don't mean to be that guy. But I'll say, you know, I watched Rytoast and FNAF before they got popular. I was a fan of FNAF back whenever he did merch. Whenever he did like FNAF news talk instead of FNAF theories. I knew him back then. And then Rytoast, I think I knew before even Security Breach came out. Oh, now we don't talk about Gibby here. Gibby, I don't know. I don't know. If Funtime Freddy ain't a tier or S tier, you tweaking? He's a FNAF radicalist. I don't know, what does radicalist mean? Funtime Freddy ain't a tier or S tier, you tweaking? I don't like Funtime. We'll get there when we get there. I'm getting sidetracked. Elizabeth Afton. Daddy, why won't you let me play with her? Didn't you make her just for me? I like Elizabeth Afton. I think, she has a really interesting character, a character arc development, whatever you want to call it, with her wanting to please her father, but I also feel like it's a little bit inconsistent. Hear me out. Elizabeth Afton, we first see her, and she mistakes Michael for William Afton, so she thinks she's using William Afton as a skin suit in Innard, right? But then come FNAF 6, her character has done a complete 180, and she's now thinking, I must please Daddy, I must make Daddy proud, and it's like, that is, you're using the books to characterize a character that you already characterized but forgot that you characterized. You're creating an inconsistency there. How are you going to explain such a complete opposite perspective flip for her character? So because of that inconsistency, she's going to go down a few tiers. I'd say next to Phone Guy. Still pretty iconic, important character to the lore. Like Gibby just has his own opinions about stuff and disagrees with the entire community on very major topics. And he's just like, trust me, bro. I have seen Gibby say some pretty outlandish things. And I also tried to contact Gibby, and he said, I don't think he ever responded, so, yeah. I learned most of my. Oh yeah, that was it. I learned most of my lore by watching a 9-hour video, but I didn't realize until after I watched it that he was had very unpopular ideas about the lore. I think after you like watched it, then we started talking, and I was like, "What? Where'd you get this information from?" And like, oh man, I think, the MatPat theories are probably the best source if you want to get a really good history or like archive of how like the fandom was reacting to certain things. But after MatPat leaves, don't bother with those other theories. I feel like. Michael Afton, fucking S++ tier, redemption arc, well developed character. I love how it all sort of... He's practically the main character of, like, the William Afton saga. Do you like Spiff? Astral Spiff? I don't know enough about him to say whether I like him or not. I don't know enough about him, but I've been meaning to check out his channel. I think I sometimes get him confused with some other YouTubers. Is he a streamer or like a theory? I don't even know what Astral Spiff does. I don't know. I need to learn more about him. Learn more about his channel. I don't really watch much FNAF theorists anymore, other than the occasional Bronze Films and Rye Toast. As I stare longingly at John FNAF's channel, wishing he'd upload a video someday. Hand Unit. Hand Unit is the start of Andy Field's voice acting in FNAF. It was fucking iconic. Oh, and not real name, not at all. But she's more of just a FNAF commentator rather than a theorist. But I really like her videos. I'd say... Hand Unit... Okay. Are we considering this Hand Unit as only the sister location Hand Unit, or as the Hand Unit? Well, no, this is Dispatch right here, so that's not including Secret of the Mimic Andy Field. Doesn't include Security Breach Andy Field. I don't think it should. I don't think it should. This is just considering sister location. Is my shit frozen? Hello? Is my fucking... It was frozen for a second. I got scared. I thought I was going to lose my progress. I think he's up there with Phone Guy. Honestly, I think he's up there with Phone Guy. Because of how much he's returned, how iconic he's grown into. Do you like Spiffy streams? I love watching his FNAF marathons. I guess I have never seen them. Eggs Benedict. I mean, also I like, you know, fucking Dawko and Markiplier and Razbowski. Razbowski's a bit more clickbait, like a bit more kiddie, but like I still think he seems like a good dude. Razbowski's another one of those situations where it's like, well, that man's got like 2 kids. He's got a family to feed. It's like let him clickbait a bit. Let him be a bit algorithmic. Circus Baby. Circus Baby is fucking iconic, dude. Circus Baby. I kind of want to put Circus Baby in S tier just because, like, she's iconic. And also, like, this is, like, and she was kind of underutilized in Sister Location. Just her model. Not her voice, but her model. Because, like, we never fucking see her in Sister Location. Like, maybe only twice. We only see her character twice, which is... But I think future games have made up for that. You get your Help Wanted 2, and like, I guess the original Help Wanted also had her. And so that really helped out, and I like her. I don't know what why Scott Cawthon has some weird thing about sexualizing her in the books, but whatever. I hate Circus Baby parts and service thing because, well, that's like that's the whole mimic thing, right? The whole mimic chip is inside of the Circus Baby. I had controller drift. Oh, yeah, that must have been annoying. Oh, this fucking Omori music is so nostalgic. Ballora, Big Mama going S++. Big Mama. Big Pooh Mama. I'm just kidding. Like I said earlier, Ballora has a lot of weird connections to Fiona. A concerningly large amount of connections to Fiona. And so it's like, well, is this supposed to be a Mrs. Afton? Is this supposed to be Fiona? What's up with this? What's up with her? What's her deal? But of course, I would say B for boobas, B for boobies, but I think that may be a little low. I like her design, and I think she is unfortunately, well, actually, nah. I'll put her in A tier. I was gonna say it sucks that she wasn't in Help Wanted, but she was in Help Wanted 2 instead, so it's cool. I'll put her in A tier. A tier. Funtime Foxy. I really like Funtime Foxy, actually. Funtime Foxy. Funtime Foxy. The furry femboy himself. In Ultimate Custom Night, Funtime Foxy is seemingly a dude. So do with that information what you will. Clancy's song idea gotta go. Really? Oh my god, text it to me. Once you, if you, like, I don't know, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Love to hear the idea. I'd say Ballora. I'd put, honestly, I feel like Funtime Foxy's underrated. I like the whole show performance thing that he has in Ultimate Custom Night, honestly. Would I go as far to put Funtime? I really like Funtime Foxy. I put him in S tier. S tier. Honestly, Funtime Freddy. Funtime Freddy. Design-wise, I don't really like Funtime Freddy. But, not design-wise. Just personality-wise. And considering the amazing voice actor behind him. That I'm, for some reason, forgetting the name of. Oh no. I think, but that's so many S tiers though. I don't know if they should all go S tier. A tier? Very high A tier. But if I put Funtime Foxy in S tier, then maybe, I don't know. I guess I do really like the Funtime animatronics. Apparently, I'm just realizing I really like the Funtime animatronics. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Yeah, okay. Okay. Have you ever played / watched Day Shift at Freddy's? No, but I've been meaning to for like years. I've just procrastinated on it. Bonbon? On his own, Bonbon's like, nah. Cool concept, but really needs 2 people to make it work, I feel like. Otherwise, he's just a mini Bonnie. But if he's actually the hand of Funtime Freddy, that's a cool concept. Innard. Great character, underutilized. Very underutilized. I think the fact that he is so underutilized, I think would go maybe in A or B tier. He's such a cool design, though. I'd say A tier, because he's an awesome design. But it sucks, because he, like, is barely used at all. Biddy Bads? Biddy Bads are way better than plush babies. I don't get why the flying fuck plush babies have replaced Biddy Babs in the modern lore. Biddy Babs, not half bad as characters, honestly. As little mini protagonists. Have you seen that one Sister Location teaser with the like row of Biddy Bads? That shit's fucking awesome looking. These guys, I don't know about them. I don't know if I it's fucking mini ring. Nah. What the fuck is the difference? I'm sorry, we have 2 Biddy Bads and 2 mini Renos. Why? I'll put them next to each other. Why? Why? What is the difference here? I don't know. Lol bit. Interesting. Weird. but I wholeheartedly don't think that he has a premise. He or she, whatever the fuck. I don't think they had a premise. I don't think there's a reason for them being there. So it's kind of just very random. It's just a Funtime Foxy reskin. C tier. Yeah, bottom C tier. William Era entered. It's my favorite. William Era. What is the difference between the two eras? Just like design quality? William Era entered isn't even like in any sort of gameplay at all. There's like, I guess there's like the entered boss fight, but like that's it. That's all there is to him. Yendo is, I'm sorry, but Yendo's fucking stupid. Why do we need a fucking sister location Golden Freddy equivalent that has, as far as we can tell at the moment, nothing lore-wise significant? Fucking, what is the point of Yendo? I'm sorry. Hi chat, welcome GM. Bonnet. Yeah, same as normal Bon, just same thing. Helpy, originally, I don't know, like, originally I'd put Helpy high, but now, seeing what they've done with Helpy now and after Secret of the Mimic and what he sort of represents after Secret of the Mimic, how it's like a mix of Mrs. Helpful and Mr. Helpful, and you get a little Helpy, which is also sort of like the Mimic in a sense, metaphorically speaking. I'd say A tier. Honestly, one of the more iconic, cuter characters. I think there's a reason that Helpy has continued on with these newer games. Put Helpy right there. Yep. Over Withered Chica. That's right. Little Bit came before Funtime Foxy. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm writing first chapter without AI. That's what we love to see, Ernesto. That's right. I want my fan fiction without AI generated content. David Helpy for sure. I don't know about David Helpy. But something along those lines. Michael and S++, hell yeah, that's right. Michael is greatly characterized, despite people not wanting to think so. Molten Freddy. Molten Freddy's cool, but it seems like it feels like they're just trying to force in a Freddy because they need a Freddy. But they already have a Freddy with Lefty, so like Molten Freddy seems kind of like unnecessary. I don't know. I never really thought much about Molten Freddy. Never really struck me as that. Like just kind of Like I don't know. Not much of a reason for him being there. Put him in C tier. At least it's a somewhat cool design. Honestly. I mean, classic FNAF Innard is the best design. I mean, what's the difference between classic FNAF Innard and, like, Help Wanted 2 FNAF Innard, though? He did. You see him in the first before the official Funtime Foxy in... Oh, really? You see Lolbit in FNAF World. But that's fucking FNAF World. That's FNAF World. Oh, right here. Right here. This is a different Lolbit than the Lolbit we see right there in Sister Location. I was kind of sad how Scott handled my boy. If I were to write my own FNAF series, which I am, I would never do him dirty. Who? What character? Wait, who? Honestly, as like kind of edgy as it seems, I really do like Scrap Baby. I like Scrap Baby's design. I think it's a... Oh no, my game... Oh no, it's frozen. Why is it frozen? Why is it frozen? It's frozen again. No. No. It's not frozen anymore. Okay. Michael. I don't think Michael was done dirty, necessarily. Why would Michael be... Michael's like the protagonist in all the fucking games, almost. All the Scott games. Not all of them, but most of them. I think Scrap Baby. I really like Scrap Baby. Character, like, motive-wise, the switch up from the Circus Baby motive of like wearing William Afton as a skin suit, at least she thinks, and then now we have Circus or fucking Scrap Baby, where it's like, I will make you proud. Like, that's such a 180, and it's, how are you gonna explain that? I think that was just Scott forgetting that he characterized Circus Baby differently. I don't know. That must have been a retcon or something. So although I don't really know how I like her, how she was handled story-wise, I really like her design. Really like her design. So either A or B. A or B. A or B. A. I'm gonna go A. Scrap Baby MCI Rise. I don't know. People have all these fucking names for FNAF theories now. I don't like that. I don't get that shit. It's like, we're just making extra bullshit for us to have to remember by naming theories now. Like, why? Why? You better give my girl Funtime Chica a good rank. I hate it even more now again, huh? Scrap Trap. Honestly, I don't mind the whole Scrap Trap head thing because I feel like what Scott was going for was having William replace the Spring Bonnie head with the Fredbear head. And so you have the Fredbear head somewhat, and then that sort of explains how the vengeful spirit is now torturing him in the afterlife, if you believe that. But still, the design is kind of eh. The design is pretty eh. Especially from the greatness. Dude, William Afton is such a crazy, like, fucking Frankenstein inventor. And this is what he ends up turning into? You're telling me he doesn't, like, fucking rework himself, take off and build on body parts and shit? That would have been cool. But instead we get this piece of shit on, I don't know, F tier. Molten MCI Alter S. Holy, I don't know what the fuck these names are. I don't get FNAF this is why I don't do FNAF theories anymore. I'm tired of people just naming FNAF theories bullshit. Lefty. I like Lefty. I do like Lefty. Trapping, used as a trap for fucking the marionette. That's cool. That's a cool idea. And it's Freddy, which has always been more associated with Henry rather than the Bonnie with William. So I like that. Hey, Scott said there is a lore reason. Is there though? Did he? I would say Lefty goes in A tier. I like Lefty. I think it's a cool design. Yeah, not really much else to say about that. Trash in the gang. Oh, Cassette Tape Man. Cassette Tape Man. Henry. Based on the dialogue we hear him say, the like, remember to bring them all here. And like, before he was an animatron. Henry has some fucking fire lines, honestly. But at the end of the day, it is just a voice. Which in a case you could argue works in his favor because there's a bit more of a mystery and mystique to him, which really enhances the big reveal of, I've lured you all here, now I will burn you. But there's also, I don't know. I'll put him here with the other voices, but higher because he is cool voice instead. His line is really cool. Trash in the gang. D tier. A funny joke. But like in the grand scheme of all of this, it's kind of eh. It's whatever. Number one crate. Wait, no. Right there. The speech was carried so much by how good the voice actor is. Imagine Edwin said that with his voice. Yeah. Dispatch has some pretty damn good lines too. Dispatch whenever it's M2 mimicking him. Damn, we are not at all almost done with fucking the ska era. I thought we were getting close to the end of the ska era. Let's start hurrying past some of these. Mediocre melody, Happy Frog. Happy Frog, cute design. I don't really know, like, otherwise. And it's cool that the mediocre melody is getting more lore, since it's, like, more so connected to the Murray's Costume Manor now. And so that's a lot more interesting. I'd say... I'd say right there. Right there. Kind of think Mr. Hippo can be a bit higher, because Mr. Hippo has, like, more of a funnier joke to him. Ned Bear is more of a blatant ripoff than the rest of them are. He's not even, like, a different animal, so he'll be even lower, I feel like, in my opinion. Orville, I love Orville, especially Secret of the Mimic Orville, but this is also not Secret of the Mimic Orville. We will rank Secret of the Mimic Orville later. Hand Unit A, Peak, yes. My takes are apparently not that hot. Pretty normal standard takes, actually, believe it or not. I like the pig animatronic. I like that he has the double colored eyes like the Mimic. I'll put him right there. Well, okay, actually, I don't know why I wouldn't put Happy Frog higher. Damn, I guess I don't really like Toy Freddy that much. You just have so many Freddy variants, and so I guess in comparison to all the other toys and whatnot, Toy Freddy just doesn't really add up to how the rest of the Freddys do, in my opinion, I guess. Speaking of which, Rockstar Freddy. Cool. It's like a mix between FNAF 1 and the toy animatronics. They served their purpose, and their purpose was to be a brand new stereotypical Freddy in the gang to add to the location. But otherwise, I don't know. Nothing too terribly special. I'd honestly put the mediocre melody ahead of him, just because they were more unique at the time. I'm back, boys. Alex the Green Bonbon, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. How have you been, Alex the Green Bonbon? We're about halfway with ranking them. I feel like maybe a little bit farther. Please deposit 5 coins. I like how Security Owl that has... What? And Neo, why did you put Bonbon on C? Because Bonbon attached to Funtime Freddy is A, right here, with them attached. But alone, he's just like another little tiny cute character, and that's it. Like, without having a hand to attach himself to, he's in C. But when he's attached to Funtime Freddy, that's when it's a S. That's when it's an S. Justice for Bonbon. I'm sorry, Alex. Alex, shield your eyes. You weren't meant to see this. You weren't meant to see this. I'm sorry, Alex. I like the Bonnie design. I like the Bonnie head shape. It looks a little bit more creepier than the Freddy one, I feel like. A little bit, though, not too terribly much. Chica, I don't like this Chica. I don't like this Chica. This is doing too much. Doing too much with all the different colors and whatnot. The fucking Foxy. I don't mind the Foxy. But Bonnie is like the most eeriest Rockstar for me, in my opinion. But I think as a whole, the Rockstars are very forgettable. I feel like. L-Chip. L-Chip is a cool addition and a cool reference to Lumber & Co., Lumbersons, whatever they were called. Scott's other game, past game. It's fucking frozen again. No, it's frozen. No, look, it's unfrozen. I'll put him in C. I'll put him high up in C tier. I really like him. Well, my name is not a GM. What? We used to have nightmares about Rockstar Chica. Why specifically Rockstar Chica? Rockstar Chica is like so forgettable out of all of the Chicas. Music Man. Music Man is iconic. But I think he's more so iconic because of how he's used Oh, no, what did I do? Okay, we're back. I think he's more so iconic in Security Breach rather than FNAF 6. So FNAF 6, I'll just put Music Man in... He's got to be better than Lolbit. Come on. Better than Bonbon. I'm sorry, Alex Green Bonbon, but I think he's better than Bonbon. Put him right here. Right there. Right there. I think that's a fair spot. Is GM for Gmod? Oh, thank y'all for the little hearts. Speaking of hearts, Funtime Chica. Funtime Chica. Funtime Chica. Who else want to have a fun time with Funtime Chica? Hey, I'll give her a fun time. Funtime Chica seems very... I don't know. I feel like we'll see Funtime Chica again. I feel like Funtime Chica is such a weird case scenario because apparently she was in Chica's Party World. But apparently Chica's Party World was a thing with like Fiona being around and shit as well, which is weird. So Chica's Party World is such a weird, odd thing that I feel like there's a chance we may visit it, and we may visit Funtime Chica. Such a weird, such an odd character. Why are we just now seeing Funtime Chica? With FNAF 6. Honestly, although she does stand out like a sore thumb with the rest of the FNAF 6 cast, I'd put her in A tier. A tier. Not a bad design for a Funtime Chica. Cool to get to actually see Funtime Chica despite not seeing her. You should make a writing channel on your Discord. There is a show and tell channel if you want to show and tell anything. Yes, also anybody on the stream, you can join my Discord. That is the thing. That exists. This is my Discord, go join it. I need more people in there, please. Please, I need this. Candy Cadet, I like Candy Cadet. Cool, sort of creepy, sort of eerie. Serves his purpose, I feel like. Giving you a little extra lore. I especially like Candy Cadet in the later games, but are we ranking Candy Cadet in the later games? Yes, we are. So this is not future Candy Cadet. This is only FNAF 6 Candy Cadet. Only FNAF 6 Candy Cadet. Right there with Music Man, honestly. So can I post whole paragraphs on writing channel, show and tell channel? Maybe, like, you... I mean, do what you want, but also... I don't know. Maybe there's like a better way to post all that. If you want to post like a Google Drive, like a what are those called? I don't know. Like a Google Drive download or something. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Fruit Punch and Lemonade Guy. They're cool props. But some of these, like, they're not characters. These are just props, man. These are just props. They don't serve much of a purpose other than design. So I'm not going to rank them too high, honestly. Right next to each other. Right there. Egg Baby? Egg Baby's weird. Right next to them. Why not? All the weird ones together. In C tier. Sure. I really like this puppet design. It's not used for really anything, but I really like the puppet design. I like this puppet. I don't know why. I've always liked this puppet quite a bit. B tier. Charlotte Emily. Like I said in the past, I think I always prefer the human characters because they tend to have more character development and story importance than just like robot designs. She is very iconic and has a lot of lore importance. And we ranked the puppet at the top of S tier, and she's practically just the puppet, honestly. So I'd put her right next to the puppet. I feel I've connect the two of them very heavily in my mind, I feel like. So I feel like the same pros that the puppet has, I feel like she, as a lone character, also has. Although I kind of feel like the crying child should go above them. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Maybe bring these guys down here. Right there. Right there. I think that's good. A little bit of reordering for S tier. I don't get why this... Why? Why are we still having Balloon Boy in here? Balloon Boy. Fred Bear. Fred Bear. It was cool to see this Fred Bear. Cool to have the FNAF 1 design again, but like a little bit different. You get a different hat. Hey Neo, Lefty is just puppet on in a Freddy suit? Yes, pretty much. But a cool looking Freddy suit. And a Freddy suit that apparently shocks him. I would put... right next to other Golden Freddy, except a bit higher because he has a bit more of a unique story. Or not story, but like design, I'd say, yeah. Or no, right there, with this Golden Freddy, the superior Golden Freddy design. Kill music. How's the music? I don't think there's anything wrong with the music. Let me know if the music's too loud, but otherwise I'm not gonna kill the music. I forgive your low bit rating for that high Funtime Chica rating. You see in Golden Freddy's design, it's a little bit better than OG. Yeah, a little bit better. But I still think Withered Freddy's superior. But like, this is like cooler lighting and shit. This one's just like crouched in the corner. I don't know. This one's just a meme at this point. Oh shit! Where'd I put it? I'll just put it right there. But this one is like, look at that lighting. That's a lot cooler, more shielded in the darkness. Makes it look more mysterious. That's nice. That's nice. Why Deltarune music? Why not FNAF Security Breach music? Because I like Deltarune music. This isn't Deltarune. This is Omori music. This is Omori music. Not even Deltarune music. Quit bullying me. The Vengeful Spirit. I love the story of the Vengeful Spirit, and how the Vengeful Spirit needs to learn to let go, otherwise he's keeping William Afton alive by keeping on torturing William Afton. I really like that idea. He needs to let go of his anger to let to let his actual killer stop doing his bad shit. I like that. Lore. That's a great moral, great theme to end off the Scott Cawthon era of FNAF. And now all we have is Security Breach and a little bit of Mega Cat Studios. Except this dude right here. Let's go ahead and rank this. This is the only 5 Laps at Freddy's character. Hot take. I am not a fan of 5 Laps at Freddy's. I do not give 2 shits about 5 Laps at Freddy's. Where's the and 5 Laps at Freddy's? What the fuck? I'm sorry, what? FNAF World and Can I not edit this text right here? No, I guess I can't. 5 Laps at Freddy's. FNAF Worlds and 5 Laps. That's not... Wait, 5 Laps at... What? Why is that a P? 5 Laps at Freddy's. I don't give a... I don't give a shit about 5 Laps at Freddy's. I played it and I was not at all a fan. That was not my shit one bit. It was a huge letdown. I mean, I know it's just a demo, but also I've never been big on kart racers. I've only played Mario Kart and that's it. I don't care for anything else really kart racing. And I don't care for FNAF shit that doesn't really involve too much lore necessarily. So 5 Laps at Freddy's was not at all my shit. But I'm going to, now that we have officially entered the Steel Wool era, I'm going to, I know there's a lot, but this is actually going to be quicker than usual, because a lot of these are like staff bots, sort of copy and paste ones. But before we get into that, I'm going to get more coffee. I will be right back.
Mic off.
There we go. There we go. That's what we like to see. Yes, no AI. Fuck AI. You know what? I need a soda. That's fair. That's fair. I need water. That was water. Let me clarify. That was water. Here we go. Steel bullshits. Fucking why is there like only 2 FNAF AR characters? Oh my god. Could be vaping for formaldehyde, which is used in taxidermy. Yes, do not vape, kids. It is bad for you. Alright, so cassette tape girl. Cassette girl. So here's the thing about cassette girl. Or tape girl, whatever. I think tape girl, I don't know. So in the week before book, Phone Guy has a please security breach OST. Fine if y'all don't like if y'all don't like Deltarune. I guess so. If you don't like this impeccable Omori music, fine. I'm gonna have to take a second though to make sure that it's like good, to make sure that the audio's good. How's this? Is that too much? Is that too little? No, I love this. I'm sorry. I've already changed it. That's as high as it will go. That's a lie. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Let me turn it up a little bit. I'm sorry, I've already changed it. Neo, it's FNAF Live. It's FNAF Live, but I always use Undertale music anytime there is opportunity to. Just because that's my go-to, I guess. I was born 20 years after 1988. I'm too lazy to do that math, and I don't really care. Alright. Here's the thing about Cassette Girl. In the week before book, the week before the week before book where we learn more about Phone Guy's character, we learn he has a daughter, and that daughter is very smart in math and school. And you know what kind of coincides with math and school? Video game coding. And so my thought is, I think Tape Girl is actually the daughter of Phone Guy. That is my personal theory. And even if it is not necessarily relevant to the wider lore, it is I guess my headcanon. Because I think that is really fitting thematically. Very thematically. How is the audio? It's not too bad, not too bad. Let me know if y'all can't hear my voice, if the music gets too loud. Let me know. But because of that, I'll put her in A tier. Like I said, I like the human characters more. I like the lore and the character development and the story more than just cool designs. So, Secure Reach had the best music in all FNAF. I don't know. Secret of the Mimic had some pretty damn good music. It's just Security Breach is like maybe more nostalgic. Glitch Trap. Fucking love Glitch Trap. Great character design. I love Glitch Trap. S tier. Beyond them. Yep, that's right. That's right. Glitch Trap's going beyond Circus, baby. I love Glitch Trap. Plush Babies, why are you here? Plush Babies and Help Wanted suck ass. Fucking hate the Plush Baby minigame in Help Wanted. Who is that? I don't get what the difference is between this Mangle and the other Mangle. What is the difference? You're going with the other Mangle, because I don't know the difference. Where's the other Mangle? Other Mangle, where are you? Sure, right there, why not? I don't know why there is another Mangle. Dreadbear. I actually really like Dreadbear. Not only is it a cool little neat Halloween thing, but also because I feel like from the characterization we have gotten of William Afton, he definitely does seem like the FNAF equivalent of like Frankenstein, and so it would make sense that Fredbear is Frankenstein's monster if William Afton is Frankenstein. So I really love Dreadbear, and I really love how fucking big he is too. That motherfucker can be big sometimes, and so I really like that. Fucking A tier. Better than Henry? Not better than Henry. Better than Henry got some. I don't know. It's voice lines, cool voice lines versus cool design. Cool voice lines wins. Dreadbear's going right there. I think Dreadbear, despite not really having too much canonicity wise, meant like what he means, I feel like on a deeper level, is really important. This one's I actually really like this Foxy. This is a cool design. Fucking a little edgy, but I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Where'd I put? And I put the original Nightmare Foxy all the way up there. So I'll put normal. I'll put in fucking like Fire Scorched Nightmare Foxy, whatever the fuck, right there, in A tier. Why not? But why Shadow Mangle? But is that what that is? Shadow Mangle? Why? I don't. Here. I'm gonna put Shadow Mangle down. Shadow Mangle. This is. I don't know what this is. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's one characters aside from anything FNAF World that I don't know yet. Pirate Foxy. It's the same thing as normal Foxy, just with a little pirate costume, and he's from. Is he from Help Wanted? Am I forgetting that he's from Help Wanted? I definitely remember seeing him in Help Wanted 2. No, he was in the Fall Fest shits in the Dreadbear DLC, right? Yes, I think maybe. I'm pretty sure. Cool design, but nothing really too special compared to like normal Foxy. I'm gonna put him right next to the other cooler Foxy, new Foxy design. I wanted to put him with the other Mangles. I'm putting him with the other Shadows because I think if I don't know what that character is, I think that's a testament to how little the character matters overall. Fucking the Spring Bonnie. So this is like, I believe, the unused Spring Bonnie model in the original Help Wanted. Considering this is just normal Spring Bonnie, as opposed to a scrapped character, if we do consider this as normal fucking Spring Bonnie, I think honestly fucking S tier, S plus plus, no, just S tier, higher. If we are considering him to be the definitive Spring Bonnie that William Afton wore during the MCI, I would say that's right there, honestly. Fucking iconic. Do you ever look at the FNAF wiki? No, I do not. Princess Quest. Here's the thing about Princess Quest. I've been meaning to look more into Princess Quest. I wanna do a video trying to, because it's been a while since I've seen any of the Princess Quest playthroughs except for the final one in Help Wanted 2. But like the Security Breach Princess Quests and like the original Help Wanted mobile port Princess Quest, I've been meaning to look back at those because I don't really remember those too well. But I think it's a cool concept, and I think it could have some cool, interesting meaning behind it, and reuse it to free Vanessa. So I quite like it. B tier or A tier? For the lore, I'd say A tier. Honestly, Old Man Consequences, the King, I'd put up there too. You know what? Nah, I'ma do it. I'ma keep them up there like that. Looking at wikis have been sort of a hobby of mine ever since 2020. I've never been really into like wiki stuff. I don't know. I don't know why, I just haven't. This design is cool, but it's like barely used for Glitch Trap. But it's a cool design though. Cool design, but not much importance. I would put him right there. Well, right there. Oh shit, no. Right there. That's a fucking dope design, but it's just not really utilized too much. So I don't know. Onto FNAF AR characters. Frostbear, I don't really care for. He hasn't like done anything to make me hate him or anything. I'll put him in D tier. I think Frostbear was in Freddy's Willies, actually. 8-bit baby, why? What is the purpose? D tier for no meaning. This guy, I've seen him around. I've definitely seen him around. I think I saw him in Help Wanted 2, but I don't think I know, I don't think I know, my nose itches for some reason. I don't know where he originated from, whether it was like a Freddy in space or like
Shopping for your next car? What about third row seats?
What the fuck? Okay. I'll put you in D tier as well, because I don't know what the fuck your deal is. I'm sorry. But here we go to Security Breach, Ruin, and Secret of the Mimic. The last of them. First off, I see right here the Dead by Daylight skin. What the fuck is this? Oh, that's all Dead by Daylight. Oh, shit. Cool, cool. So we still got... Nice. Hey, Neo. What if a guy did a Neo Nobody tier list? All Freddy's Willies characters and Clancy the Clown, all characters, and your fans on it. How will you feel? That'd be cool. It'd be kind of random because Freddy's Willies and Clancy are very separate. Freddy's Willies is a complete joke thing where I don't own any of those characters. Clancy the Clown is like actually my character's my IP, and its own self-contained like story that does have jokes, but also has times where it genuinely does take itself seriously and has more deeper meanings. So that would be interesting. Whatever, like if anybody wants to do that, whatever y'all want to do. I don't think I'm popular enough for that to happen. I only have like 8,000 subscribers. I don't think I'm popular enough for any sort of tier list or really much fan content to be made about me at all, but maybe someday, Anyways, security breach. On to fucking security breach. My throat is so dry. Gregory. Here's the thing about Gregory. I really like the concept of Gregory's character arc. And I discussed this in my latest video about how Gregory had a character arc, but they fucking forgot to have the middle of the character arc. So he just ends up somehow a changed person by the end of the game. But he goes from this more reckless, scrappy, homeless kid to now finding a family and finding what it means to care for others when he cares for Glamrock Freddy. And so that's cool. I just wish they actually did the character arc good. You know, I wish they actually gave it a shot and did it better than they actually did in Security Breach. But also, I understand, I appreciate the effort, but there was not much effort. I appreciate what little effort there was in there. But still, I really do like Gregory's character, and I'm still super excited to see how they handle him in the future. So I'm gonna put him in S tier. Where in S tier? S tier behind Circus Baby, I'd say. I don't know, but he has like, okay, like Gregory, we know for sure at one point or another he's coming back in the future. These guys, they've had their time, they've been there, done that. I also do like how Gregory is like a contrast of not only Cassie, but also the crying child. The crying child is scared of the animatronics. Gregory beats the shit out of the animatronics. I'll put Gregory a bit higher. I like that that crazy little gremlin. Vanessa. Hey. Is Vanny on here? Yes, Vanny is on here. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'll put Vanessa. I like Vanessa, and I feel like Vanessa was really underutilized, and I feel so bad because like I think she could have been used so much better. Her and Vanny. Both of them had amazing potential but horrible execution, which I don't know if I should rank them based on their potential or their execution, or if I should go somewhere in the middle. I would feel bad for ranking them S tier because the execution was so horrible, and you can't ignore that. So I'll say A tier. A tier.
Shopping for your next car?
Shut up, ad. Right there, past Mangle. Why the fuck is Mangle so high up? Actually, the design's cool, but the gameplay is fucking annoying for Mangle. Fuck Mangle. I'm sorry. I don't know why I made Mangle so high up.
Shopping for your next car?
Shut the fuck up, ad. There, Mangle's good. Right there. I don't know why I had Mangle so high earlier. Now we have the actual Glamrock animatronics. Although the Glamrock animatronics aren't necessarily like scary. They are really iconic at this point, and I really do like the Glamrocks. I think they have a nice little charm to them. I think they're really cool. Neo, Vanessa, is she her? Yes, she is she her. I think probably I'd assume. Neo, nobody gets cancelled for assuming gender.
Shopping for your next car?
Shut the fuck up, ad. Jesus Christ. Glamrock Freddy. That's like the internet's. Glamrock Freddy is like the internet's dad at this point. Honestly, I would put Glamrock Freddy high up. Okay. This is where my bias is gonna kick in, because although the execution was really poor at times, I just am such a big fan of Security Breach, and it has such a nice little place in my heart for the sort of heart and passion that it brought to the franchise. Ad, go to hell. Thank you, Alex, for banishing the ad to hell. Thank you, much appreciated. I really like all the Glamrocks so much. I'm gonna put them over Classic Freddy. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put them over Classic Freddy. Classic Freddy's iconic, but he's also overused, and that can be as much of a bad thing as it is a good thing, so. Monty or Chica? Who goes more on top? I like the whole Monty. Chica's, like, I think Monty has a better story tied to him. He has the whole thing about Glamrock Bonnie and all that. Roxanne Wolf can fucking get it! I'm just kidding. Or am I? Or am I? I'll put him right there. Above Monty and Chica. Yeah, man. I'm just kidding. I do like the little redemption arc Roxanne goes through in Ruin. 1983. Huh? What about 1983? Sun and Moon. Originally, I didn't really mind Sun and Moon too much, but now, knowing what we know about Secret of the Mimic and sort of what that represents and why they are specifically the daycare animatronics, I can appreciate that now. With Secret of the Mimic, I like them quite a bit more. I like all the Sun and Moon imagery a little bit more. I would put Sun and Moon... I'd put them all above Normal Freddy. I don't like Normal Freddy that much. Why did I put Normal Freddy? I'll change that in a second. Moon is like the cooler sun. You know that one meme, Daniel, and then the cooler Daniel? This is Daniel is the sun, and the cooler Daniel's the moon. Normal Freddy going to B tier. High B tier. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I don't know why I ranked you so high. Your iconicness is as much of a curse as it is a gift, Freddy. People say Secret of the Mimic, it's underrated, but Help Wanted 2 is even more underrated. For real! I love Help Wanted 2. I think Secret of the Mimic is objectively the best game and a great game for newcomers.
Shopping for your next car?
Shut the fuck up, ad. But I think Help Wanted 2 is fucking so much more underrated, and my personal favorite game in the FNAF franchise is Help Wanted 2 because I love the story, and I love the shit between Cassie and her dad. Did somebody say Glamrock? Yes, indeed. I ranked the Glamrocks man, my shit's frozen. Okay. I ranked the Glamrocks very high, S and A. Ad, go to hell. Thank you, Alex. That is much appreciated. Music Man. I like the little mini Music Man more than the normal Music Man. I think the Music Man fit as like the tiny little gremlin characters for Security Breach. So because of that, I'll put him. It's frozen again. No.
Shopping for your next car?
Shut up, ad. Why is the ads so determined to play now? All of a sudden, randomly. I think I'll put these guys in right there. Right there, right in B tier. I like him. DJ Music Man. I didn't know what I thought about DJ Music Man whenever earlier in the stream one of y'all mentioned I better put him high up. Also Gary the Mustache, welcome back. I don't know if I said that yet. What the hell, Markiplier? What? Oh, the mustache. Pink mustache. I love Wilford Wolfstache. That's one of my favorite antagonists in all of fiction, believe it or not. I really like DJ Music Man. Great S tier, because that's his fucking that. I love the size of him. I love how he crawls on the wall. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yes, I will do S tier mixes. Yes, don't worry, don't worry. Vanny can go in the S plus plus, cause I'm just kidding. I really like. I think Vanny is so underutilized, but had such great potential.
Shopping for your next car?
Also, she's not really scary. She's more just like I feel like Vanny is in some ways the like Jin Alpha's Lola Bunny. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Objectively, I would say great potential, but heavily underutilized. But not speaking objectively and speaking biasedly, I'm putting this motherfucker in like fucking A tier up there, cause like that's fucking dope as shit, and she got some big old some tig old bitties. So like what can I say? What can I say? What can I say? Wet sign the Pat Pats. I love the Pat Pats. I love that Daco called them Pat Pats, and then just everybody just collectively agreed to go with Daco's name of them. I love that. I love that about him. A tier. That may be pretty high for just a caution sign, but I love me little Pat Pats. I love Security Breach. I'm sorry, Security Breach has many things wrong with it, but I still fucking love Security Breach. The Endos are dope as fuck. Some of the best Endo designs I think we've seen. They have the Weeping Angel thing, which I think was sort of stolen from, what was it? Joy of Creation. But, like, it's still a cool concept. It doesn't mean it's not a cool concept.
Shopping for your next car?
Shut the fuck up! Capital One, fuck you. Nobody buy Capital One, cause fuck them. No, I'm so sorry, Capital One. Please sponsor me. I'll put them in high A tier. Over Dreadbear. I think that's a fair spot for him. Over Dreadbear, but not over like Hand Unit and them. Fuck yeah. Now we have the staff bots. The staff bots I think are a bit overused. I think there was definitely a need for them, and they definitely served that purpose, but I think they're also still pretty overused. Should I stay or should I go? You should stay. You should stay, Gary. I'm gonna shove all these staff bots in the same exact spot. My game's fucking frozen. Great. Okay, there we go. Except for these ones. These ones are slightly cooler. You got Gmod? How tell us? Gmod is on Steam, man. I don't know what to tell you, Alex, but like Gmod's free on Steam. Not free, but it's on Steam. I like Security Breach vibe, just carry everything. Yeah, the Security Breach vibes carry everything. Fuck off, Capital One! Can I just like mute this? Can I like...
With millions of cars nationwide, Auto Navigator makes...
I can't, apparently.
Shopping for your next car?
Fuck off! Shopping for your next car? Jesus fucking Christ. Shopify goes in F- tier. I swear to God, if it plays the fucking Shopify ad again, I swear to fucking God. Go to hell ads. Thank you, Ernesto. Thank you. Now, Ernesto and Alex, both of them banishing these ads to hell. I'd put all the staff bots in...
Shopping for your next car?
Fuck you, Capital One. Hold on. Jesus fucking... Hold on. How to fucking mute tab. How to mute a tab. We're asking Google, not fucking Bing here. What's the website name? Tier List Maker. Right click on the tab of the top browser. Says mute. Where? Mute site. There we go. It's been muted. Shopping your Fuck you, Capital One! Alright, moving on. Now that that's out of the way, and Capital One is Capital None, now time for staffy bots. B tier, let's see your staff bots. I think they could be in B tier. Good middle of the road, a bit overused, but also they served a purpose. Do you think they're higher than the Freddles? I could see them being higher than the Freddles. Higher than that one random glitch trap figure. Honestly, I think I'm gonna put these motherfuckers right here. Right there. Why not? Well, I mean, that's a little high, actually. That's a little high. With all these other, actually more original designs. Put them right here in C tier. Put them in C tier. C tier. Let's put them in C tier. We have to put a lot of them in C tier. A lot in C tier. This is Mapbot goes in B tier though. Mapbot can go to B tier. These other ones, they just go in C tier. Copy and paste, motherfuckers. Copy and paste. A chef bot. Baby bot. This one's a bit cooler. This one's even cooler, actually. I like this one. Let's put them in. Right there. Let's move you down here. Why the fuck is Shadow Mangle a thing? I'm sorry. There's no reason for that. Move Shadow Mangle all the more down. I have Gmod 2. Yeah, me. I think I also have Gmod 2. The Dapper Bot. I like Dapper Bot. Ballora Bot. Ballora Bot go a bit lower. Headless Bot. Who's getting the best head? Not that bot. Random Cap Bot. There we go. We're done with the fucking bots except this one. Apparently. Except this one. Well, this one's more of like a tutorial one. I don't mind the tutorial bot. Oh no, it's frozen again. I don't mind the tutorial bot. Where'd it go? Right here. I like that it's hanging from the wall. I think that's cool. I think that's a cool little addition. Let's put him right there. Let's put Shadow, Freddy, and Bonnie down there. Yeah. What's 1997 minus 20? I don't know. 1960. I'm not saying it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Ruined Chica with no mouth. I have no mouth, but I must scream. But she also has no voice box, so she can't scream. Ruined Chica. Right there. I think right there is a fair spot for Ruined Chica. Honestly, I think most of the ruins are gonna be together. Or these aren't even ruined. These are shattered. These aren't even ruined yet. These are just the shattered. They're shattered equivalents. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I do like the irony of like. Okay, I do like the irony of like Chica loves to eat and she gets her mouth taken away. But then Roxy loves to see herself and she gets her eyes taken away. So I don't know. I like that actually. I'll put them like right next to their counterparts. Honestly, that's what I'll do. Monty. I don't know. He missing his legs. That's cool because it's like now he has to crawl like an actual alligator. But otherwise, I don't know if there's other more like deeper ironic reasoning for him losing his legs specifically. But BRB. Be right back. I swear there was a message below me. Hee hee. Uh-oh, Sam just sent me an audio file. Oh shit, I'm excited. I'm gonna listen to it after stream. because I think it's Clancy related. The Blob. Despite the unknowing lore implications of the Blob, like we don't know what the fuck the Blob's deal is, I like the Blob. It's a cool ass design. People are wondering why is there the puppet mask? Why is there the baby in there? Well, it's because the Blob has been going around the Pizzaplex collecting those props that are now missing in the Pizzaplex atrium, or like green rooms, whatever you call it, that hallway that connects all the Glamrock green rooms. There's some props missing there. Those are the same props that I believe are inside of the Blob. And so I like the Blob. I really like the Blob. Up there with Music Man. I love big fuckers. I love big fuckers. Fuck the Blob. I love the Blob. Burn Trap, cool design. Whether he's necessary or not in the lore, I don't know. I don't like that we don't know whether or not I don't like that we don't know the canonicity of Burn Trap. The Blob we know is canon. We see him, a little glimpse of him in Ruin. Otherwise, Burn Trap, we can put this mofoca in. I still like his design. I like his design. I feel like if Burn Trap still is canon, I don't think it would be William Afton. Maybe like William Afton's Agony. It ruined everything? Not really. I don't know. What did the Blob ruin? Name one thing the Blob ruined. Like, honestly, I don't think it has. Pyro, welcome! Welcome, Pyro, welcome. Name one thing the Blob ruined. I don't think it has ruined anything, in all honesty. Let's put the Blob in. Let's put old Burn Trap in B tier, though. And right there. Pyro! Welcome, Pyro! Who is Pyro? I mean, I'm not gonna pronounce your name right. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce your name right. Is this supposed to be Eclipse right here? No, because Eclipse is right there. So is this just this fucking sun moon minigame? I don't know if this should be ranked as a character. Looks cool. So I'll put it in C tier. Right there. Look at how far Toy Freddy is down here compared to the other toys. I don't know why. I apparently have a hate boner for Toy Freddy. Perfect Pizza Sim ending. It didn't ruin it, right? Let me ask you this. Do you know the Blob's identity? No. So can we assume that it ruined the fucking... I feel like the Blob is like the Agony. I don't think it is the soul of everything Pizzeria Simulator. I also don't think Pizzeria Simulator is the perfect ending either. I think it's a great speech, don't get me wrong, but I think it is... I think people like immediately say like, that was the best ending ever. It's like, nah. It closed off a lot of shit that just got started. Like, that was way too... We should have had like another game in between Sister Location and FNAF 6 to further, to not just end off plot points that were barely used in the first place. Oh man, sorry, hold on, I need to blow my nose apparently. Jarvis, mic off.
Mic off. Mic on.
Ugh. Did you pronounce my name right the other time, though? You did? Karid? Karid? This one's meant to be easier. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Karid. Karid. Oh, man, my nose is still so fucking itchy. Why is my nose itchy? Ah, shit. Sorry about that. Oh, we're going to Ruin now. Ruin. Cassie! I really like Cassie's character. I like how she's sort of a foil to Gregory. I think her story is really sad and tragic. And I feel so bad for her, and I can't wait to see what happens next to her character. It's like, come on, we've been waiting for years with this fucking Ruin cliffhanger. I can't wait to see her villain arc, because I bet she'll have a villain arc. And I really liked how they handle the story of her and her father, the Bonnie bully. I think that is so great. Really like it. Really like it. S tier for sure. For show. For show. Would I say, honestly, I would say better than... Ooh, better than Charlie's story? I think so. Honestly, that may be a hot take, but I think Cassie has better character development than Charlie. I may be wrong, but like... It's very similar. But I mostly put the emphasis on Karid. But very acceptable. Knock knock, who's there? Dude. Dude who? Helpy? But this is Vanny Mask Helpy. Vanny Mask Helpy is confusing. Because it's like, how... Where does the line blur? Where is the line between Vanny Mask Helpy and other, like, in like normal, not, what do you call it? I'm back! Welcome back! Welcome back, Sam! I haven't heard your audio thing yet, but I was gonna listen to it once I end the stream. I'm really excited for it though, whatever it may be. Awesome Industries. Yes, that is indeed him. He is awesome and industry. Where does the line blur? Where does the line stop between Helpy, Vanny Mask Helpy, and just fucking straight up mimic code? Glitch trap. I like him. I like him. Little cute guy, but also got a scary side to him. Mixes. I personally think that Bonnie Bully made the mixes, because it's like a blue Bonnie. Come on, it's a blue bunny. Blue bunny. The only person who's gonna like fucking make a blue bunny security thing is Cassie's dad, the Bonnie Bully. Come on now. I think it's a cool character. I don't know if I'd rank it more than the Glamrocks though, in all honesty. I'd say right there is, I could see right there being a good spot. I'm right here, dude. I know, but I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. And I put you in A tier. That's still A tier. That's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. This is a cool fucking design. Fucking Glamrock Freddy with his head off, but just the monster, like the fucking chest mouth is awesome. And it's a cool little reference to Nightmare Fredbear, I feel like. Damn Studio. Wow, it's every single one. Damn Studios. Why are you here, damn Studios? Let me just, there we go. No one continued my joke. What joke? I'm sorry, what joke? When do y'all think FNAF will end? I think whenever, I don't know, I have no idea. I think we still got a while before FNAF will end, honestly. I think we still got a few more Steel Wool games in us, and then once I think the main lore ends, then I could see there being like, I could see like spin-off games still happening, and like the movies and all that could still be happening. I could see that. I feel like to end off the Steel Wool saga, they should make a Help Wanted 3. This is not my idea, by the way. I'm stealing this from like, I think somebody on Twitter who said this. But they should make a Help Wanted 3 to end off all of the Steel Wool stuff as like a little goodbye to all the characters and whatnot, and then use it like story-wise as like Fazbear Entertainment covering the trace of like the Mimic and all that one final time, covering their ass. It will end in 2035 when there's a breach in the security and they lose all their progress on the last game. I see what you did there. I really like this. I really like this design. S tier. S tier. Ruined Chica is sort of just the same thing as like the missing voice box Chica, except even more fucked up. I'd put it with the other Chicas, like right there. Roxy has a bit more of a personality. She has a bit more of like a redemption arc this time around. Where'd she go? Right here. So I'd put her, I feel like, my shit keeps freezing because there's so many characters I've done that my shit keeps freezing. Put her higher than normal Roxanne because she has that whole little redemption thing with Cassie, and that was really sweet. Very sweet. This one, it's just like Monty again, but without the casing. I don't know. Little lesser than this Monty, I feel like. As for Eclipse. Eclipsey Mipsy. I'd put Eclipse higher than Sun and Moon, honestly. Now knowing how sort of Eclipse can tie back to like the Mimic and whatnot, I would. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. I'd put Eclipse better than Mixes. Honestly, I think so. I think Eclipse is like a cool, even cooler version and creepier version of Sun and Moon. And then of course like what it means now that we have Secret of the Mimic as well. We will be A, dead, B, old as fuck. I just bought drank a cup of juice. Can't do that this fast in the what? And I also walked. Whoa. You did, Karen? Here we go. This dude right here. Cassie's dad. Maskbot. Cassie's dad. Up there with Cassie, I feel like. Right there with her. Fucking. I love the story of like Cassie and Cassie's dad in Help Wanted and in Ruin. That's such an underrated thing. It's such an underrated thing because you need to know so much lore beforehand to understand it. So it's really not beginner friendly, but like that's such a cool little plot point. I love that plot point. I love bringing back the Bonnie Bully from FNAF 4. That was cool as shit. I never thought we'd see him again. These are the other Music Men. There's no fucking little pieces of headwear, and that's the only difference. They're the exact same. Come on, right there. Dude, I have more alt accounts than you can imagine. Tell me what's your problem, man. Damn. Oh my god. Damn. Get out of here, damn. My problem is that I just don't want anything to do with damn. Glamrock Bonnie. Even dead accounts. Same, even dead accounts. Oh my god. Pyro is going through accounts like I don't know. I don't even know what to compare to. But Glamrock Bonnie. Glamrock Bonnie. Oh shit, Neo just banned a guy. Yeah. Happens. Shit happens. So, and if he keeps coming back, I'll just keep banning him. No, yeah. He wants me to make like an apology thing for fucking calling something that he made using generative AI as something that he made using generative AI. I like did a little short that I called him out on. I deleted the short after because I realized it was gonna make some drama bullshit happen. And so, but he's like still wants like an apology video or something. I'm like, fuck that, dude. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Glamrock Bonnie. I like Glamrock Bonnie. I like that's a cool little plot point. Second account. Yeah, Pyro. Sam, if you're still in the chat, if you see a damn enter the chat, ban him. Get him out of here. Glamrock Bonnie. I like Glamrock Bonnie. I like Glamrock Bonnie. My man's done dirty. Justice. Address the damn drama. Who the fuck is SML Neon? Who is SML Neon? Who is AA Third? Oh my god, get out of here. You two SML Neon. I don't know what you are, but I don't trust ya. Oh wait, that was Pyro. Pyro, I'm so that was you talking. I'm sorry. I accidentally banned Pyro. Fifth. That's crazy. What the fuck is this? that was just Pyro. I accidentally, where'd the third go? I accidentally, Pyro, I thought you were damn, so I kicked you out. That's my bad. That's my bad. Anyways, moving on. We still got quite a ways to go. Let's make some more headway on this. Come on now. It's 11:41. We got. Come on. Music Man. Not Music Man. Not Music Man. I'm getting tired. Candy Cadet. I like this Candy Cadet. I really like bringing back Candy Cadet. Now, but seriously, what did Dayum do? Dayum wants me to apologize for some shit that I barely have any involvement with and that I don't frankly give a shit about. And I don't want nothing to do with all your drama. I don't care. And I don't want to be a part of it. And I don't get why you coming up on my stream. We need answers. Oh my god. Well, there's your answers right there. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm sick and tired of the drama. Okay. The stream is delayed enough, so I let you hear my piece. Now get the fuck out of my stream. Alright. Where were we? Candy Cadet. My shit's frozen again. God damn it. Alright. Where'd Candy Cadet go? Right here. Honestly, Candy Cadet, why is Pat in A? Why did I put Pat in A tier? Hold on. Something's not right. I think, I don't know exactly how, I don't know. This will be realistic enough to my main thoughts, I feel like. This will be realistic enough. My top third place has been stolen from me. Alex stole your third place. Alex, you must fight Gary for third place. I like this Candy Cadet. I really do. I'll put him right there. Right here. Over Tape Girl. Mimic! The Mimic. Is there multiple Mimics? Yes, there is multiple Mimics. So we have new Mimic right here and old Mimic right here. You know, what the fuck is this drama of you and Purple Mario? Who is Purple Mario? What? There is some drama with Dayum that does not exist because I am ignoring him. Here's my 6th account. Jesus. Pyro. Old Mimic. Not as cool as new Mimic. This new Mimic, not as cool as old Mimic. Older Mimic. But still kind of pretty cool. Still pretty cool. Up there with mixes. Right there. I like that one. Right there. I like that spot. Carney, one of the few like original characters to help 1 and 2. Cool design. Nothing much else to him, in all honesty. To be honest. Nothing much else to him. I'd say... Oh my FNAF Jesus! FNAF Jesus. Where have you seen FNAF Jesus? Over here! Here is FNAF Jesus, down here. In the FNAF World section. Just how? I'll put him in B tier. Cool little character. But nothing too real special. Pyro! Should FNAF Jesus right here get his own column? FNAF Jesus! Mystic Hippo. Mystic Hippo is also a neat little character in Help Wanted 2, but I don't know how much true importance she really had. Probably better than like the rock star still though, you know? Better than the bots. Put her right there. I think that's a good spot for Mystic Hippo. I think so. I feel like the Freddles should go lower. I think the Freddles should go lower. I don't know why the Freddles are that high. I think they were high to go close to Nightmare Fredbear. 7th. Pyro's still at it. Still at it. What is the fuck is this? What in the hell is that? That's a Indo. That's just another Indo. Let's put him with the other Indo. Right there. No. I still have more, I think. Just how? Alex's mind is blown right now. I like the little Jacko son, but I'll put him with the other Jackos because at the end of the day, a reskin's a reskin, you know. Oh, Ruined Music Man, even better than normal Music Man. Oh no, he's just more creepy. You know, he's more creepy. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where I lost him? Right there. Ah, frozen again. Where'd he go? I lost him again. Come on. Don't freeze. Don't freeze. We're getting so close to the end. Don't freeze now. We're still on Help Wanted. We haven't even gotten to Secret of the Mimic. No, don't freeze too much. Ah, it's freezing. Freezing up all the time now. Little hand puppet Bonnie. Little hand puppet glitch trap. Cool, a cool puppet, but like nothing special. It's just we've seen Glitch Trap before. Yeah, but I just like how normal DJ Music Man is more. I like normal DJ Music Man, but I think it's creepier Ruined. And then you get the Ruined DJ Music Man, and he's still like huge as fuck. That's really cool. Put the Puppet Boy right there. Damn Studios. Oh my god. Let's talk later. I have questions. I don't care. Go away. Mods ban this good. Mods ban this good. Oswald. I also had a theory that Oswald could eventually be the could grow up to be the like Scott Cawthon self-insert in Help Wanted who makes the games. But that may just be trying to shove into the pit where into the pit does not fit. So, just one more again. Jesus, Pyro. One more. I'd say... Oswald's a good protagonist, but lore-wise, there's not much to him. He goes through the journey, learns the importance of why he should appreciate his father, and then that's good. And that's all nice and cheesy and whatnot. Father, think should go with his son. I think, yeah, I think that's a good spot for him. They're well-written characters, but like overall, Into the Pit wasn't like my super big favorite, honestly. I hate to admit it, because it is an objectively like pretty good quality game, but it just it's pretty forgettable for me. No, why am I no, don't open up my Forge library. No, I don't need to install Hytale mods right now. Jeff, I like Jeff. I like Jeff. I've always liked Jeff a bit. Jeff's pretty cool. Jeff's a cool dude. We like Jeff here. Jeff goes above them all. These are just like random kids. Like they're Oswald's friends, but they're also just sort of just random kids. I don't know. B tier. I say B tier. Because at least we actually got whatchamacallit, character shit about them. We actually get like they talk. They have like importance. So this is Into the Pit Spring Bonnie. Should we put him with the other Spring Bonnie? Honestly, I think we should. He's a bit more monster mechanical, but I kind of like that. I think that's a nice little, like, if this is supposed to be some sort of like remnant memory thing of like fucking how Springtrap actually was and the remnant left behind of the murders or whatever, like, I like him. I think he's cool. He's bulky, buff, got some big old cheeks. Have you seen that one meme where somebody like replaces his like, was it his like back with his legs, and it looks like he just has a little giant fucking ass? Oh man. I'm looking forward to what Mega Cat Studios may do next, if they do anything, but we probably have a while before there is anything about that. But Neo, what did you do to this Purple Mario guy drama? I don't know who the do you mean damn when you say Purple Mario guy drama? I didn't do anything. I made a short talking about the Baldi's Basics movie that apparently Gooseworks was involved in, but it turns out Gooseworks wasn't involved in it, and it was just like some weird tricky Spotify bullshit that they pulled. And I put in the comments what actually happened with that situation. And then he saw it, and I was like, you know what? I don't fucking care. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. No. I really like this design. But I don't know if but like normal, like, I mean, although this, I don't know, like, this design's more iconic though, so maybe let's bring this Springtrap over here instead. Let's bring Dead by Daylight Springtrap right here. Bye bye. The darkest pit of hell is open for business. And then you have this one as well. I'm sorry, wait. Oh wait, that's the this is the torture chain, little torture thing right here. Sort of FNAF movie adjacent. This is cool. I wouldn't consider it a character. I'd consider it like just a thing, machine, but I'll put it right here. Right here. Right here. Right there is fine. Right there is fitting, I feel like. This one, I haven't seen much of this skin, but it does look really cool, so I'm gonna put it in A tier. Should I put it? I don't know much about this skin, and honestly, I don't play Dead by Daylight, so like I don't care too much. But it is a cool design nonetheless. But it's not really anything lore-ish, so I'll put it right there in A tier. Oh my god. It is almost midnight and we've finally made it to Secret of the Mimic. Secret of the fucking Mimic. Dispatch, I really like Dispatch. I really like the plot twist that sometimes the Dispatch is actually just M2. And so right up here, I think. Yes. Arnold. I do like how Arnold is like the 1 in a million guy, you know, the dude who like who like lightning strikes him just because he's that either lucky or unlucky, rare. I like how he's just like a normal dude, but he still somehow managed to be the one to get the schematics and whatnot. But at the end of the day, he's just a normal tired dude. Give my man that paycheck is what I would do, but I can't. So instead, I will just give him A tier with his boyfriend Dispatch. Edwin, Fiona, and David, all of them S fucking plus plus. Fuck yes. Bring them all up here. Some of the best written characters we've seen so far. Green Goblin mascot costume is a what? I'm sorry, what? Ashton of the Circus. Ashton of the Circus. Who is Ashton of the Circus? I wonder. I really wonder. I wonder, Mr. Boss. I think in that order is good right there. I really like that order. Stream elements. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the stream. Not for real. Do what stream element says. Ashton of the Circus, 1923. That is totally not Clancy lore relevant. Let's see if we can get a Clancy quote in here. Are we going to get a Clancy quote? We will all live on. We did get a Clancy quote. Let's fucking go. If you put the child in the middle of it, it matches the others. A child in the middle of it. I'm not worried about it matching the others. I'm worried about expressing my opinion. I like helpful. I really like helpful. Open the door. 8-ball. Should the self-promotion comment be replaced with green? What? Doubtful. What self-promotion? I really like Mr. Helpful. S tier. So cool. So cool. First we mine, then we craft. Let's Minecraft. Same thing with Mrs. Helpful. S tier, of course. Ah, I love Orville. Is there... Okay, so this is the only Orville we're looking at, not the orange Orville. I really like the orange one as well, but... I love the elephant. Looks so fucking creepy. Looks so fugly. Looks so fugly. Creepy and ugly. Or... freaky and ugly. Without a doubt, S tier. Without a doubt. I love a lot of the Secret of the Mimic designs. This one, not so much. This one, I will give A tier. Lower A tier. Right there. Lower A tier. Right there. We will all live on. Like and subscribe, comment. I don't know if I can turn that green. Or if I can, I don't know how. I do like the lion. I like how the Mimic wore the lion costume in Ruin in that one secret ending just because it slightly resembles Gregory. He's like, I'm mimicking Gregory, guys. I like the lion. I like the lion. Elephant and lion. It's about time we had like a lion character in FNAF. This dog, kind of forgettable, honestly, with how many dogs. I think there's way too much dogs in Secret of the Mimic. They could have lessened on dogs. I really think the Mimic should have been walking around with the Monty animatronic, honestly. Kind of what I think. Honestly. There's a purple version of this one right here, which I really like, because it reminds me of Clancy. There's one where it has like white makeup and purple fur, and so because of that, I do really like this one. I think the mascot costumes in Secret of the Mimic are way underrated. People don't give them way enough attention as they should. Wait, you can explain what the point of Mr. Hippo monologue was in Ultimate Custom Night is, and why Mr. Hippo's the one to say it? I think it's just a joke. I think it's just like a... It's just a joke. It's just, like, Mr. Hippo's such a mediocre melody is by nature like a boring cast of characters, as a concept, because they're mediocre. And then it's like, well, what do you have this boring old guy do is to say some boring old stories, and it's like the torture of dying is like is that you're just having to listen to a story. I think it's just a joke. Hedgehog Hudgy, which is totally not a reference to Sonic the Hedgehog and or Poppy Playtime, Huggy Wuggy. Absolutely not. He is also kind of fugly. But I'll put him a little bit lower, I feel like, on this list. Right there. Right there. That's a good spot for him. Oh, I love the mushroom. I love the mushroom. Yes. More than the lion. Yep. Green Goblin mascot. Oh, you thought that was the green... This one is the Green Goblin mascot right here? Where is Spider-Man? I love the Jester. Oh my god, I also love the Jester so much. Jester's best one. Best mascot character. Jester also reminds me of Clancy. If they remind me of Clancy, I like them. This dog. Like I said, too many dogs in Secret of the Mimic. Too many dogs. But this dog, like this poodle guy, and that other orange dog over there, too much. Doing too much. Yeah, I think that one's fine right there. Pats. Or Pat old version. Put them with the new people, with the new Pats. Pat, right there. Yeah, a little bit more. A little bit better. Yeah. The Klenovac. My favorite character is William Afton because he burns in a fire. Is that right, Ashton? Is that right, Ashton of the Circus, 1923? I wonder who else burns in a fire, Ashton of the Circus, 1923. I wonder. I wonder. You know, I wonder. I wonder. Do you happen to know a guy named Clancy the Clown? Maybe, just by chance, maybe? So, Springtrap. Or... I like this bee. I like him. I think more than the lion, yeah. I just realized I ranked all of these fuckers above the Glamrox. I'm gonna bring some of them a bit down, actually. Bring a few a bit down. Just those ones. Just those two. Mailbot, cooler version of Staffbot, in my opinion. So they go up here. Why is this fucking 8-bit sun up there? Why is it's in fucking 8-bit sun we see once? I'm sorry, but that does not deserve to be that high up. Right there. Chica, I love the Chica. I love the fugly Chica. I love fugly Chica. Let's see. Right there. That's a good spot for him. Yep. Nurse Dolly. Edwin was definitely fucking Nurse Dolly. Come on. Edwin was fucking Nurse Dolly. Edwin was fucking Nurse Dolly. Clank, clank, clank. Ouch. Anyways, Jackie. Why the fuck is there two Jackies? Jackie and then apparently Withered Jackie. Okay, sure. Those are totally two different characters. I do like Jackie. I think it's a good starting boss, but like a good starting little thing. Starting enemy. But other than that, wait, where? Okay, right here. Otherwise, it's not too much utilized. Cooler when it's broken apart. Okay, so then we have the two different versions of the Big Top. Big Top. I like Big Top. I do like Big Top, even though I had the most game crashes when I was playing against the Big Top. The mannequins, they're just mannequins. They're cool, they serve their purpose, but it's still just mannequins. Just like the staff bots. Put them right here. Right there, above the other dog. Oh shit, we're gonna rank all of Foxy's little band of pirates. That's cool. The Lion Springlock. Pretty odd choice to make it the next Springlock. Moon and White Tiger are S. Yes, we will get there. We will get there. We are close. Don't you worry. I like that we get to finally be in a Springlock. Pretty odd choice to be a Lion Springlock, but I'll take it. I will for sure take it. Think better than the Indos, yeah. Put it right. Put her there. Put her there. Puppet Foxy. The Puppet Foxy thing was really cool. Doubtful. Should I sleep? Doubtful. The Puppet Foxy was cool, but I think it went on for too long. At a certain point it was like, okay, why are we still here? But still neat to see the origin of Foxy. Put him right there, in front of Mangle. Fuck, Mangle. Sleep is for the weak. That's right. That is right, Alex. I have taught you well. Sleep deprivation. Roxy can be right there with Foxy. Yep. And then I wonder if we'll ever see these other 3 guys as a part of any other FNAF game in the future, because they were also a part of Freddy's original band. I could see them making a return as well. Honestly, I could see that. I think maybe let's rank these guys a bit higher than them. But I would still love to see them return and get like expanded on, these characters right here. The rest of Foxy's band, I would totally love to see them get new modern glam rock versions or whatever modern bullshit Fazbear Entertainment is doing. I would love to see that. No, not Springtrap. Bunnies I don't deserve to burn. Bunnies don't deserve to burn. Just William. Horses don't deserve to burn either. What about Uniclowns? Ashton. What about people? I love the hippie octopus. Groovy party, dude. It's currently 6 a.m. Dude, have you not slept all night? Pull an all-nighter. It's midnight for me. I'm gonna put this dude, this octopus. Actually, no, right there. I accidentally put it right there, but that's not a bad spot for it, actually. Not a bad spot. A little bit higher with the rest of the Foxy crew, I feel like. Dolly, S tier, SS plus. Does Dolly got some tiggle bitties? I'm sorry. I'll stop. Dolly goes on. Dolly goes A tier. She's fine. She's fine in the normal sense. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Octopus Glamrock would be cool. That would be cool, actually. Yeah. I'd be curious on how they do that. What if they do it like DJ Music Man style? Just make it this huge fucking creature. That would be cool as shit. Molten Dolly. Just as good as normal Dolly, in my opinion. Either way. Molten or not. Dolly is Dolly. Molten or not. Apparently my nose is still itchy. Cupcake. I like the cartooniness of Cupcake, but honestly, this Cupcake looks better designed than the original Cupcake, which is weird if this is earlier in the timeline, but whatever. I don't mind. I like this Cupcake design. I think it's one of the better Cupcake designs we've had, better than fucking Nightmare Cupcake. I'm sorry, why is there a Nightmare Cupcake? That's not scary, that's just hilarious. Right there. Moon! I love this moon. Such a fugly moon. Everything in Secret of the Mimic is so fugly. S tier. There's so much... but I've already put so much Secret of the Mimic shit in S tier. I don't know. A tier. Think that works for me. A tier. Above Glamrock Bonnie. Because I guess, as much as I do like that we have a Glamrock Bonnie design, you gotta ask, why the fuck does he have on yoga clothes, but then the Mazer size is Chica designed? Like, why is that? It's all times at once for me. Could that give us some lore, Ashton? Could that give us some Clancy's Clown Rental lore, maybe? I think MatPat would really enjoy picking out this trailer frame by frame. Tiger. I'm gonna be honest, everybody thinks the tiger is really scary. I never found this tiger that scary. I like the design, I think it's cool, I think it's a cool character. I don't think it's that scary though. Still S tier though. And well, yeah, S tier. Me likey. I don't know what the fuck is up with these baby stars. That's really interesting. I've been trying to figure out more about what's happening with these fucking creepy star fuckers. I like them though. They have a cool little atmosphere to them. They're kind of mysterious. They may have a deeper meaning that we just haven't uncovered yet. Uncovered? I said the thing. Clancy on cover. I'll put they are just like stuff you hold for a few like moments though at the end of the day. So, right there. Do I think they're better than Dolly? Honestly, yeah, sorta. I really like their creepy little designs, little creepy baby designs. This is just a headless prototype. As cool as like the whole prototype Freddy's building twist is by the end, this is just a headless endoskeleton, pretty much almost. So there's nothing really too special to this one. So I'll just probably still put it a bit on like lower and lower B. Right there. I think so. Now for Bonnie, Bonnie's cooler because you see he has like a little casing thing on the top of like for his head, and that's really creepy. And I think the prototype Bonnie is really creepy. As for how high I'd put him though, maybe right there. I don't know. I think right there. I think that's a good spot. Also, I'm moving down these fuckers. Chica, same with Chica. Kind of creepy. Well, I don't think it's as creepy because you can see more of like this normal shape that she usually has. So I'll put her right there. Actually, it's not really that creepy. Neither is this one, in all honesty. I'll put it above Chica, but like those ones aren't too creepy. I'll still just put them in B. It's just B. Bub. I'm really interested to see what the fuck is up with Bub. How he may be tied to Roxanne Wolf, or how he may be tied to fucking, like how we saw Bub in the FNAF movie, and everybody thought it was a reference to Sparky, but no, it was fucking Bub from a few games into the future, apparently. Bub is really interesting. He's sort of an anomaly at the moment. I wonder if we'll ever see more of Bub. Of Bubba. Old Bubba. Until then, I'll put him right there, as I eagerly await more Bub for the future. I love, Monty, Springlock Monty. Like, FNAF 1 Monty. That's so cool. So cool. I'll put, I think we could have had more Monty in Secret of the Mimic. In all honesty, we should have had a Monty costume that the Mimic could wear. Monty was done dirty in Secret of the Mimic, in my opinion. Do you think Gorilla MCM suit was cool to be in the game? Yes! I'm so mad that the like concept design for like the gorilla character never came to fruition, because that would have been so creepy and so cool. And I love Willy's Wonderland, and my favorite Willy's Wonderland character is Gus the Gorilla, and that really reminded me of Gus the Gorilla, so that would have been so cool. Maybe that's why they scrapped it. Actually, it was too much like Gus the Gorilla. It looked very similar to Gus. Here, actually, let me show y'all what I mean. Let me pull up a picture real quick, and then we can finish this ranking. FNAF Secret of the Mimic Gorilla concept art. And then where is it? I don't see it. That's not good. Oh no, I see fucking Gus the Gorilla. It just is not showing up. You know what? It's fine. Y'all can look it up on y'all's own time if you're really that interested. We're so close to finishing, and it's been so long. Let's just go ahead and finish the tier list, actually. Okay, this reveal about Spring Bonnie would have been so cool, but the ears are no clipping through the fucking roof. Steel Wool has not fixed that. The ears are no clipping through the wall, and it's very obvious, and even Markiplier noticed it in his playthrough, and it's like annoying me, and so it's gonna prevent me from ranking this too high. But it's still cool to see a Spring Bonnie in the flesh, after we were robbed from seeing it in Help Wanted. Lower A tier, because the clipping ears just makes me, just annoys me so much, and the fact that they ported the game into VR, but still didn't fix that, of all things. Fredbear's better, because he has no clipping ears. Better than the random kids, actually. Better than all that. Better, right there. Let's put them both right there. Actually, no, they're better than staff bots. Come on, what am I thinking? They're better than staff bots. Why am I being so harsh on them? There we go. I liked it too, but I think they didn't do it because it would be like Big Top. I mean, it looked very similar to Gus from Willy's Wonderland. Little the Mimiclings. I don't know what's up with the Mimiclings. They're pretty weird, pretty out of the blue, but they're kind of cool. I'd prefer them over some of these other sort of minionish FNAF-like species. I'd put them right there. Cool concept, but I think was weirdly underutilized for whatever they were supposed to be. Mixes! We love the Mixes console. The plot device console. Really cool to see it in Secret of the Mimic. That was a really neat reveal. And how it's Mixes, but now it's Fiona as well, and so... Sorry if I'm not describing them that good. I'm really tired now. Usually the streams don't last this long. Would I put it over Vanessa? I don't know. Put them right there. Right there. I think that's a fair spot. This design, I like this design, although there was concept art of this design right here, and it was a whole lot scarier. The concept art for this design was a lot scarier than the final product, but the concept art involved like pieces of the animatronics that we didn't really see finished or anything, so I think maybe it was better off to go with this design instead. I just don't think it's that creepy. I think some of the concept art I've seen of this earlier design was creepier. Neo is super mad at the Springlock Bonnie suit. I'm not super mad, I'm just tired and wanting to go ahead and rank them to finish it off. I'd put this dude, cool little final suit for the Mimic to wear. I'd put him right there. That's a good spot. One more, and I'll be right back. I'm just kidding. All right, the Mimic himself. What do y'all think? Oh, and there's also Sparky. There's a hidden Sparky. Y'all can barely see it because like the opacities take way down or something. But there's a Sparky right here. Where does Sparky go on this list? We love Sparky. Sparky go A tier. There is a secret hidden Sparky. But where does the Mimic go? I think it's pretty obvious. F tier. I fucking hate the Mimic. And how he was handled in Secret of the Mimic. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love the Mimic. Even more than William Afton, dare I say, because the Mimic actually has character development, and it's not just fans projecting what they want the character to be onto him. I love the Mimic. Try Weezer after stream. I will once the stream is over, because I can't because it's copyrighted. M2 is SS plus. Yes. This is just the Mimic endoskeleton, I assume, both M1 and M2, depending on which point in time. But yeah, here is my final ranking of everything and everyone. What do y'all think? I'm pretty happy with it, in all honesty. Why is Helpy greater than... I don't know if Helpy should be that high, actually. Where's normal Helpy? Put this Helpy with the other Helpy. Where did I put normal Helpy? I'll put this one in right next to normal Helpy. The circus animals don't deserve to burn. Ashton! Come back! Come here, you little shit! Here is my final ranking. My final ranking of it all. Hold on, I don't think something's not right. Why did I put these... Hold on, I want to change around a few things. Why is the rest of Foxy's puppet crew past the original animatronics? Something's off. Something's off. Hold on. Let me move some things around right here. Boom. Right, I think right there's a good spot for him. I had to move that. I was like, that's weird. That's a little too much now. So some of this may have gotten a little lost in translation over like the however many hours along the almost 3.5 hours of me ranking in all of them. Some of it may have gotten lost in translation. Like I don't know if I'd really ranked this guy or Hedgehog Hudgy over the OG gang in all honesty, but this, to the best of my ability, in a single stream, is my ranking. It's close enough. I'm sure I could, for all day, just move little things around. But with this, you pretty much get the idea. Rockstar stuff a bit middle of the road. FNAF World is its own thing. Balloon Boy and some of the cupcakes are lower. And then a lot of the Secret of the Mimic and Security Breach stuff is really high, along with the lore heavier characters being extremely high, which tends to be the human characters. Please make more FNAF theories, they're really good. If I'll do more, like, I don't know if you'd consider my latest video a FNAF theory, but I want to do more stuff along those lines. I don't want to do FNAF theories, but I want to look at FNAF more through like a storytelling and nuanced lens. Not just being like, whoa, I think this new theory is true about these characters. It's like, I don't know, there's enough YouTubers who do that already, and I don't mean to just be a copy and paste guy. So I kind of want to look at it more through a different lens, that fill in little gap, a little hole of content that people otherwise don't really have for FNAF commentary. That's my plan. But we'll see. Yes, more theories. I see everything happening and nothing happening all at once. See everything happening and nothing happening. More Clancy the Clown theories with Ashton in the Circus 1923. That is right, Ashton. Dude, I'm so fucking proud of the new Amazing Institute profile picture. I love that design of like the sunflower in the suit. I keep like just going back to look at it because I'm like, that's cool as fuck. I'm sorry. But yeah, some of y'all, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You only get it if you know Clancy the Clown and have seen the YouTube channels that are in-universe YouTube channels to Clancy the Clown. But yeah, I am going to get off, and not that sort of not what you were just thinking. Get your mind out of the gutter. No. I'm going to, end the stream, sleep, maybe? We'll see. We'll see if I can after I drink all that coffee, but, see the audio that Sam has sent. I'm curious about what that's about. Maybe not something Clancy related. 8-Ball, should I subscribe? I think you did. You may have done the question mark backwards. No, that is it. No, it's exclamation mark, 8-Ball. 8-Ball, should he subscribe? Subscribe. I'm misspelling subscribe. I need to get off stream. That was a little fun thing. It was fun to be sort of sidetracked and just getting to ramble on about. Is 8-Ball not working? I guess 8-Ball is not working. That's odd. Wait, hold on. 8-Ball. That's weird. Usually 8-Ball responds. I think 8-Ball's broken. I think we broke 8-Ball. But it was nice to sort of just ramble on about this instead of just like, I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. I'm fucking tired. When do you think we will get news about next FNAF? I hope soon, since Steelwool Studios changed their profile picture outside of like Secret of the Mimic marketing bullshit. They've changed it back to like their normal profile picture now on Twitter. So I hope soon. We'll see though. We'll see. Can't be too soon, because otherwise they would have just gotten it ready for fucking State of Play, you know? But I hope soon. I really hope soon. I've been really hoping for a new FNAF game announcement lately. That would be so cool. Fucking, I'm so excited to see whatever the fuck they have next. Whether that be Security Breach 2 or something new, who knows? I'm too powerful for 8-Ball. You are indeed. And I am too tired to continue on this stream. So thank you all for watching until the end of the stream. Thank you, Mixes, Gary the Mustache, Neo Nobody, I wonder who that guy is, Ashton of the Circus 1923, Alex the Green Bonbon, Karid aka Pyro, whichever. Hope y'all enjoyed. Look forward to more FNAF content from me eventually. I don't know when, but someday eventually. And hopefully we can all look forward to Steelwool's next game teaser, whenever that's gonna be. So, yeah. Huh? Good night, Neo. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.